even until now, I cannot really answer properly. I would say TNC Cutie right now feels better, just because I'm gonna preface this with what I mentioned earlier. He did it with such a star-studded team. And now it feels like there are a bunch of, he's winning with a lot of scrappy dudes that just came together this season.
Yeah.
You know, that feels like it's a little more difficult.
And maybe it's recency bias because it's
Maybe.
the now.
Maybe,
It's
yeah.
what we've seen more recently from, and it's
It's the
more
best of
spectacular.
7.
But you have to consider why this is difficult is because the Echo TNC, the
Damn,
Echo
bro.
Benny is the Benny that was M4.
Oh, this is the man
MVP.
who
That's
coached
right.
He
this.
won the world championship. He swept them. He backdoored Blacklist on the world stage.
So that might be like one of the bigger, might be more difficult.
Scientifically, I'll say Echo Benny.
There we go.
Like, with all due respect to the current Benny, it's just M4 Echo Benny was a god.
I don't mind this. I don't mind saying stuff like that because I also said maybe Exa Chakna was maybe peak. Again, a lot of stuff for social media, for the chat to talk about. And we're seeing here right now, obviously, they're parading outside before going in.
Oh, wow.
Cuneta Astrodome Street is full to the brim. There's so many people. We can barely park at this point. And everyone is just starting to go into the arena.
I love it. You know what? TNC reaching a peak now, a new height for the fan base and the franchise brings me a big smile on my face because their fan base is so diverse and they bring such a fresh energy because look, we just came from the global era. We just came from Triangle of Power. Where does TNC fall amongst those times? They've always been in the lower echelons of, you know, the ecosystem of the community. But now
Hello
that they are
guys,
on
welcome
this
to my
platform,
stream
they are what some
everyone.
people would call the podium. They have such a spotlight on him, and I love the
Stream.
energy the TNC
I love it.
Phoenix Army has.
If you were watching yesterday, you would agree they were so crazy. I think they're going to start arriving very soon. So we're going to go into that in very few moments here. Before that, let's throw it over to our casters.
Hello!
Okay guys, good.
There's 3
All
of us
right.
here.
Oh, it's free because now it's going to be
Whoa, bring it
basically
on.
best of 7.
Yeah, what's going on with Bring It On? I've never seen her this. Whoa, she's got
hyped up.
hands.
What is
Ready.
that?
What's up?
I think I'm carrying over all the energy I still had after yesterday. I know we all went 5 games, but I feel like it still wasn't enough. And today, I might feel the same.
Even though it's a best of 7.
Yes.
It is. So we're
There you go.
with Bring It here. We're going 7 games. That's it. That's it.
That's a guarantee.
Oh no,
This
last
is a guarantee
last
now.
night we went 5.
Oh no!
We had 5 games for the last series 2 days in a row.
2 days in a row.
The exact time Brigitte came in.
You know who was there all this time?
What?
This guy.
Oh yeah!
You've been here
You were.
4 days in a row.
4 days in a row. He hasn't rested.
He's gone the distance.
So,
Hey, and also it's Renmar's first time on the desk.
hey!
Good to be back. I am not giving main character energy. I just didn't realize everyone chose darker colors. I decided to show up like ketchup and mustard, but it's all good.
We were
No,
saving that
like
for you.
PPI.
Oh!
Right on the money.
He's right there. I love it. I love it. Man, I hope you guys have a great time later. Obviously, it's going to be so intense. 7 games, and we're going to start to get the show started rolling. So I hope you guys save up your energy. We'll talk to you guys later.
We forgot to ask him.
I forgot to ask him what.
Echo or TNC Benny?
Oh, that might have been. We might need more than 30 seconds for
That's
that.
true.
So,
And maybe they would have been ready too. We saved them.
we saved them.
We saved them.
You're welcome.
We're really good friends.
Yeah, man. Apparently, Redmore's BPI man today. I did not recognize.
I think that was a spur of the moment thing. He just
I love it. I love it.
hit him like more like he was loving it than anything.
So before we get started, obviously, we're going to try to break down this matchup as much as we can. Honestly, it's a very difficult to break down matchup. Right now, you cannot tell what TNC is up to. You cannot tell what's up with them.
Technically, you can. There are stats that predict exactly what they're capable of, especially after Onyx PH last night put them to the limit. There are some heroes that they would rather not touch. There are some strats that they're not comfortable with. And when they try to do certain things, it's clear that they're not as
I'm back
strong.
guys, I'm back.
But I think Liquid has that figured out. Coach RC and Coach Tick would not let anything pass by them. That's why today it's less about what new stuff TNC can show, but how Liquid can move around what TNC brings.
That's right. I feel like if there were like highlight heroes for TNC, it feels like it's still within the range of the bans.
Oh, for
right?
sure.
It's not like they're gonna run out of stuff to ban
sure.
and then just TNC's gonna do whatever they want. It's still a matter of strategizing very well, and that's something I'm actually very excited about because Coach RC has been known to be really that guy who watches these games so closely ever since he was way up in Myanmar, right?
Oh, yeah.
He has been doing this nonstop, and a lot of teams really have been, benefiting from what he's doing. So we'll see that later, obviously, and we'll see if maybe our friend Wolf can kind of just break down here in his favorite segment, our favorite segment. It's the Howl.
Thank you so much, casters. Para sa dalawang teams natin in the lower bracket finals, magkakaroon tayo ng focus sa dalawang heroes. At yan ang itatakin natin dito sa Infinix Keys to Victory. Para manalo sa laban na to, ang unang step, syempre yung draft. It's interesting
Hello
na
guys, hello
TNC
everyone.
ay nakapaganda off of the regular season break papunta dun sa may playoffs. Kaya naman kailangan na silang bantayan for Tlph. Kailangan nilang gawin ay i-deny ang Lunox. Narinig naman natin ang panel kanina. I think ito na yung masasabi natin na lahat na nag-agree na it's the Lunox for Lancy na nagbibigay ng panalo sa TNC, and if they deny that, which Sanji also plays, magiging mas maganda to para sa Tlph. Now they also have to win the mid-roam matchup or versus draft via draft o kaya naman ay jungle rotations. So ano bang ibig sabihin nito? Kung sakaling mas maganda ang draft ng Tlph, puruhan lang nila yung mid-roam matchup natin para mas makontrol nila yung river that eventually will make them control the map more. And also, kailangan mas mabilis sila dun sa pag-setup ng neutral objectives. It's also noticeable for TNC na mabagal silang pumesto dun sa mga neutral objectives. Kaya kahit naman yung Onyx Philippines ay no na. Pero once na makapag-setup na sila, sobrang solido na. Tlph has to deny that. Now for TNC, they have to deny the Yuzong naman na nakakatakot pag binigay talaga dito sa Tlph. They draft around it and they use it so properly, lalo na sa first turtle fight. And they have to set up for Zyda's invades kasi nakita natin na kapag nag-invade si Zyda, hindi nakahinga yung jungle ng kalaban. And that's also what Aurora did against Tlph that can also be utilized ngayon. At syempre, pag take care of your box. Yan ang kailangan gawin ng TNC. Kailangan nilang pag-igihan na paggandahin yung kanilang box setup, yung kanilang formation para manalo sa laban na to. They can experience the victory just like you. So experience victory with the Infinix GT30 with GT Trigger and Mlbb certified 120 FPS. Enjoy ultra smooth gameplay and outplay the rest. Magkakaroon na ng labanan ng dalawang teams na mahilig talagang mag-outplay. Nobody expected TNC to be here. Nobody expected Tlph to be here. But nevertheless, nandito sila.
Nobody expected Tlph to also be here in the lower bracket.
Our marshals for this lower bracket finals, Joshua G, Chico, Patrick, and Yaku Jeff. This is the boiling point, the make it or break it match of the season. The Dark Horses versus the Titans. Introducing Sanford, Carl Teasy, Sanji, JB, and Oheb, the reigning, defending champions of the Philippines, Team Liquid!
I will get copyrighted this movie.
They eliminated the champions of the world! Can they empty and ruin another throne? How high can they rise? Thremar, Saida, Lancy, Benny, Cutie, and Jackno, TNC Pro Team!
What is the full form of TNC?
And their coaches for Team Liquid Philippines, Coach RC. For TNC Pro Team, Coach E2 Max. MPL Arena, alam nyo na ang kailangan nyo gawin! Mag-ingay!
Here are teams here for our lower bracket finals. It is Tlph first.
It's refreshing to see that despite what happened yesterday, Liquid can have fun. You saw them enter the arena
Aura farming.
while aura farming. Oheb at the lead. Especially since last night, it felt like Oheb was really shafted. Now, on the other hand, TNC, they're coming in with a brand new swag. Rockhard, is it just me, or are they coming in looking like they know that the world is watching?
Lancey is definitely looking gunned here, and I think he knows the pressure, right? The pressure that's on his shoulders right now, alongside the whole of the team. This is a big stakes for our only remaining homegrown team.
That's right, TNC
PhD.
is a household name in Filipino esports, and look at how well TNC has played throughout the playoffs, despite a rocky season 16, which a majority of these
we're the
stats are
first
taken
one
from. You can see
after
that they've always had that identity, that they're very good at aggressive plays early on. First blood
After
rates
the
up,
stream
but
has started.
they've slowly grown into building their
Welcome,
game
bro.
win
Welcome
rate
to my stream.
and their overall stats because of how far they can take teams in the playoffs. Again, every single game that TNC has played went the distance.
It's always maximum best of 5-game series.
So that means there's time
TNC.
for them to catch up on the rest of those stats.
That's right, and this is actually interesting. The way that they're
Just
shaping
give me
those
a minute,
stats as
okay?
well is
I'll be back.
more on the early game, trying to get that first blood, and then after, if they do falter, in the mid game, right, they've got that late game, you know, the genius of Chaklu to set him up and make sure that they can catch up even if cards are down.
Save for the weird dip at about the 16 to 20 minute mark.
Yes.
That's when he burns out. And then 20 up, boom.
Usually does happen. And we'll see if that happens here as well. Again, so excited to get back into the game. But before that, we go to our ping test.
Chaklo pogi ka daw. Hello everyone! Dito kami lalaban versus Team Liquid. Liquid? Dating mga tropa yun ah. Liquid, bigay nyo na sa amin to. Baka kami nakakaranas ng ganito. Sir!
What the? I'm making tea? Nah, bro.
Guys, totoo ba kamukha ni Chris Brown si Chuck? Sir Chuck, no kamukha ni Chris Brown? Spam nyo nga, comment below guys. Sabi namin sa Liquid guys, galingan natin lahat. Mga kapatid. Be the best team win. Sana manalo para sa M7 Dreams guys. At na lang ang may ilaw, top 3 na kami! Let's go! Ay, di dapat sineselebrate yung top 3, di ba? Okay lang ba celebrate yun? Normal yan sa mga baguhan niya. Mga dating ibis na katulad ko. Nice, celebrate small wins guys. Shoutout ka pala sa pamilya ko at sa aking mga tropahan. Kay Lancy naman, shoutout sa mga taga Pampanga. Alae, Pampanga is the best.
Yeah. Sa Rora. Sa Rora, sa TNC pa lang. Hindi, sabi doon, naging laban eh. Ayan, congrats sa Rora. Pasok sila sa M7. Sana all. TNC. Ayan, good luck TNC.
Message ko lang sa TNC dyan guys sa mga, ano to nga guys, sa Echo versus TLPH.
May mga good luck mga ka-Echo.
Tignan na lang natin mga sinayang ng TLPH guys. Pag natalo kami, alam nyo na.
Okay.
I don't know what they said, but it
for
sounded funny.
Oheb and JP, which is surprised, man. I haven't seen JP smiling like that in a long time.
I think that's how they're approaching this. On purpose. They want to go into this best of 7 with high spirits and I'd say a nonchalant approach, because if you take last night's loss seriously and a little heavy, then that might affect your long-term energy going into the rest of the playoffs. Again, they are looking at Aurora already.
That's right, exactly. I mean, they talked about it right there. It's going to be a best of 7, so in case you guys are wondering, just only one match today, and it is going to be best of 7. We're going to a race to 4 here, and obviously TNC knows how to play these long games. They know how to keep the pace. They know what to do when the pressure's up.
Which is something that we've actually had very little sample size to going into the playoffs to talk about.
Oh, they will join, they will join. Just started now.
Can't tell. For sure, yes. TNT are so good at long haul games.
Yeah, maybe they will.
There's no way to quantify it or put it in the stats in the regular season, but they've always had this game 4 stopgap. I don't know if you've noticed this, but in the 3 best of 5s that they went the distance with, game 4 has always been kind of the game that's like, yeah, we're just whatever. And then game 5,
let's wait for it.
It's over. It's done.
I'm in oh, you're in bank too. What you doing in bank?
And we've also seen like
bye bye, bro. Bye bye.
Thank
you for joining, bro. Thank you for joining.
A little bit more.
We'll meet again.
Anything can happen. Throw it over with those wild charge, with those tectonic charges. I'm so excited. What is that gonna do against the
Malayan
macro, which
recorder,
TLPH has been
na.
known for, right? They've been known for
Just
going
team
really
Marles
hard
ikon lagi
onto
balde
YSS,
hako Malayan
maybe
recorder.
giving Carl TZ really good head start and making sure they can take the game by the mid season, by the mid game. Usually happening around 10 minutes, 11 minutes, then they go crazy.
Yep, I think it's poetic that these two teams play in a majority different parts of the game. TNC would like to have a good early start, but they don't mind going the distance.
Yeah.
Liquid, though, Liquid live for that early to mid. That is what the Stampede is all about. Again, sometimes it takes 5-6 minutes to get started, but they have to own that first Lord. If TNC find a way to block Liquid out of Turtle 3, first or second Lord, that should be it. Like, there's very little Liquid can do to win from that position, unless they tried something new. They figured something out after their loss against Aurora last night.
Yeah, we're looking for the genius as well of Tic Tac. Obviously, he's helming the draft here. We're gonna see probably Carl TZ. The question is, can the GOAT really pop off even in a very bad start? I haven't seen TLPH go in a bad start in a while. So,
well, they have had a rocky. Gave over a game to Falcons, but they did sweep Onic, but that's a whole nother story. We don't have the time to discuss exactly what's going on with the Superfam right now.
Long story.
It's all about these two here. So, you talked about Carl, you talked about the GOAT. We've got a few seconds, literally a countdown's worth before the draft begins. Something to note. I think Liquid would do well to attack Zyda's hero pool. Zyda has played 0 utility. Carl has played 1 in the 11 games they played in the playoffs.
That was a boxer, right? That was in the last game as well. That was the one that they lost. So we're gonna see if they can kind of just start getting on the utility train. Will it be to their benefit? Right? We'll have to wait and see.
Good afternoon, bro. Good afternoon. Yeah, I woke up late, bro. I woke up late now.
Or you can get away with non-fast-paced heroes on this map.
Yep, because you can die, come back as soon as you respawn, and you'd have barely missed anything.
Yeah.
Liquid takes out so many solid picks. Again, 1 for each star player. Lancey's Lunox, Zyda's Fanny, and then the CC, that's just a little something that they always ban anyways. When they didn't ban it, they lost, and then they went back to regular programming. I'd like to credit Coach Lyric. He started uploading once again in the offseason, and he broke it down, and I super appreciate what he did for all of us. While TNC, Coach Etomax takes out the Lancelot, the Yuzhong, you gotta do it. That's what Wolf said in the Howl and the Hayabusa. What is Zyda gonna end up with?
I love that our players are getting in word for word. Literally, Yuzhong and Lunox.
Yeah, I woke up late, bro.
That's why I couldn't stream early. TNC yesterday.
But it's okay, it's okay now.
We're looking at possible Zyda picks. I feel like one of them is gonna have to go utility, Leo. I don't think
why do they ban Fanny though?
Because of that Zushin Prio,
oh, Diamond Dust. Welcome, bro.
JP really doesn't play much of the
watch
that
party.
is the unique pick that Chaknu has. So
this is the third place for third.
Go ahead and wait for what that pick is.
And whoever wins will go to the final, and whoever loses will be the third.
Really good. I like the YSS Gatot.
Yeah, the YSS Gatot. And Chaknu, the Gatot has been like, what do you call this? Salt on the fish. I don't know how that.
It just
makes sense.
It's just good. So here we are.
Here we go.
As expected, it's really Carl. Carl is the one to walk away and get away with really good utility jungle picks and make him feel like an assassin. This is his number 2 favorite hero of all time.
That's right. He's
number
the
1
Fred
is still
man.
Lance.
I don't know
Still
what's
still
called
Lance.
though.
We also want to see Sanford on one of the best picks you can imagine for Sanford. You know, Sans may be the the Arlot.
Now this makes you wonder, is this an Alice 4-3
Not gonna
It
grind.
makes sense. It just makes
I
so
will
much
grind,
sense.
but
And there it is.
I'm not
Beautifully
feeling well.
predicted right there. I love the team fight that's gonna come out of TNC here. Their 5-man full-on clash is gonna be so crunchy, especially when the AOG lands on at least 2 people, and follow up with the Throne of Ruin. That just makes Zyda's job so much easier.
Yep, it's a little baby combo, and there's another baby combo.
Maybe at like
that
4.
pull off, unless Liquid is coming from a mile away. The Selena. Because look, Lancy doesn't have a pick just yet. what's left in the metagame.
Always
The
on the
Eve,
way.
the Valentina. Like, those are his only picks. So they banned the Matilda. That is one of Daddy JP's unique picks. Wouldn't be surprised if TNC go ahead and ban the Grok as well on Red 5.
I just don't want to see like a weird Valentina, which I think I saw yesterday, and it lost out so badly, where you can't really use any ultimates given to your opponent. But this time around, obviously, maybe Crimson Beacon is a really good one to use. Other than that, though, nada zip. I do not want to see that, but maybe we'll see something more. I'm hoping to see something newer, because honestly, the mid lane hero pool has been kind of dwindling.
Yeah.
Have we seen Lancey's Selena in a while? It feels like it's been a while.
Not in the playoffs.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I want to see it, honestly.
That or Louis, given how small the hero pool is in the playoffs.
And
We can grind now when everyone's here. Like, nobody's here till now. Bihari is also not here.
That's where
Nahar, Glorious.
you could really find some leeway. And with the Yusik Shin on TNC, it seems like they are going to go for a fighter. They can afford to go for a fighter. The Hylos ban here closes off the Trinity and only really opens up the...
Where is the third person?
The Khalid. That's it. The Hylos, the Khalid. Everything else out of that becomes a niche pick, a specific pick. So what can Daddy JP do?
I'm picking Chip. Maybe Chip can work here. I would love to see JP on Chip. Right now, obviously, gold laners are... I think you might be relegated to go back to the old ways, the marksman days, man. It might be a marksman here. The CC banned out. Bane is banned out.
Liquid for sure has the marksman.
Yeah,
Liquid
100%.
has no other option.
They need the reach.
They need the reach. They need the damage.
Yeah.
Mid has no damage. The jungle has no damage. That is what the utility jungle formula looks like. And TNC picked the Navaria, not the Selena. And this is still somewhat of a combo. Imagine, Rockhart.
Yeah.
Echoes
whoever wins
into
will
a good
go
AOG. Echoes
lunch not done, bro. Woke up at 12. 8 breakfast at 12:30, so not feeling hungry. Later I'll do.
Extra vision.
Extra vision.
You're already walking away with a mountain shocker. Liquid have to figure it out. They get
Harrow's gold.
It's a traditional gold laner. It's not a marksman, but it's an old gold laner. Great start for Liquid. What do they give Daddy JP?
What's the Rome, man? What's the Rome looking like here?
A Grizzok?
Grok Khalid.
Rises when I give the
word. It is a Khalid. There you go.
I like it. This is
good. It's good.
Very liquid coded.
They
can go fast. They can play hard in the early.
Nature pick.
Benny Cutie.
What about this though?
So no CC.
Maybe thanks to break through the Fredrin.
Cho.
Does he want to go fighter still here?
He can go Granger, it doesn't matter.
Granger feels like okay.
But is that enough of a front line?
Bro, yesterday match with at Onyx and Aurora match, where
you know, I might like that, especially if Zyda gets going.
Onyx played Nathan, nah. Keldra played Nathan. At that match, Dusko played that Chow. And bro, he was so good. He was the MVP of that match. He did not let enemy Khalid to do anything, bro. He always marked that Khalid, and his team was there to kill that Khalid. Khalid was not doing anything.
Yeah, definitely looking like they
He
want to
did
go
not
for
let
that
that
big
Khalid do
double
anything.
snipe combo we've seen a few times in the playoffs, in the regular
That was
season.
a good
and this is definitely something that can be dealt with the front line in
This
Tlph.
type of Onyx we have watched.
They can thread the needle, get that damage in.
Khalid was so useless in that match, bro.
So we're gonna see here.
TNC Damn, recall
versus
I
TLPH. This is a best of 7, ladies and gents. We hope you have your lunch or dinner ready. We're going into it right here, right now at Cadenta Astrodome. Give the order.
No, that match they won, but the whole game they lost.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the lower bracket finals here. You're going to be blessed with our voices all night. Hopefully 7 games.
Yeah, the series they lost.
Brigida and Renmar to bring you this one. Guys, how we feeling? You know, Brigida? I know. You're thinking 7 games here. Renmar probably is
Watch
too.
the match seriously.
I don't know. What do we think for game one?
I will say this now. What I'm thinking isn't in line with what I want. What I want is 7. What I'm thinking is 5 at most. But I hope we get the full distance. For this game number 1, though, I was hoping that TNC would have committed for the 5-3rd gold. Yes, it would have been high risk. They would have been lacking range, but they already had the Novaria and the Wise has to funnel into. But the Granger is the safer choice, and they might
Nah, bro. There are like 7 matches.
Careful.
Whoever will win 4 matches will be the winner.
Spike that you'll have to meet when you're up against Khalid and the Harris.
I agree, especially with what going back Renmar mentioned about him not being sure if what he wants or what he thinks are the same thing heading into this series.
Hey, that's just how life is sometimes, you know? But this series specifically, being the echoes from the past and just the amount of history between these two teams and the individual players, like across from them. I mean, it's a star-studded lineup on both sides, but even when it comes down to like what they've been through, what they've accomplished, and what this could possibly mean. I know we're a ways from it, but if TNC is able to take down another juggernaut here, mind you, their journey, their trip throughout the playoffs even, they've gone the distance every single time. Now, I would say, even if we get 5 games, 6 maybe, and then 7, regardless of the outcome of that, TNC did a hell of a job.
Oh, that's the Purify already used by Sanji.
I think the beneficiary is old Echo member.
Doesn't have the Revitalize anymore, but I don't think they have the resources to finish off the kill.
Okay, so Chaknu did not actually use his Revitalize, so that means they still have that strong utility. The Team Liquid Philippines, other than getting that kill, really wanted to get that Revitalize off of the Gatan Kaja. Chaknu!
Once more, that's gonna be first blood!
Wow.
But Taida, can he get a trade on JP though? Quick Sandguard still ready.
I guess he wasn't expecting that first. He didn't even use the Revitalize.
Yeah, I don't think he needed to stand that front. And now the risk is now Team Liquid Philippines just invading Zyda's jungle. He'll be able to get his purple buff without a problem. Chaknu needs to be a little bit more careful when trying to provide space. I know he's holding that minion wave.
Oh, Benigidi was on Echo. I don't know the name.
Instead of giving that first death,
like,
especially giving it to Khalid right
at
now,
that time I was
isn't the
not
best
watching
idea. Or maybe just
seriously.
reserve that
That's
Revitalize,
why.
man. You guys weren't even going to commit into the turtle anyway.
Yeah,
I think we've seen that play come in from Chaknu a couple of times even yesterday.
Benigidi
He
is playing
likes to
Granger.
really stay in the mid lane as long as he can. I think even, or especially before the first objective, Crimson Beacon though from Sanji.
Underwater.
And again,
Okay,
it's
bro.
probably because of the priority, the amount of priority they have in the mid lane or in the amount of space that they want to create for
YSS has
Lancey.
13
Maybe a
lose,
little more now that he's
7 win in this
Speaking
series.
speaking about Lancey,
Damn,
this
bro.
is a debut pick for him this season, but this was his old signature back in MPL Philippines Season 12 when he was still playing with Minana Evos back in the day. This was one of his constant picks, and he does really well with it. Hopefully we get to see a glimpse or another look again at why that Novaria was banned away from Minana Evos back then.
Yeah, we might even, hold on, this is right in the mid. There's a whole lot being thrown out here. Are they going to still go or do they disengage? 3Mars drawn in, but I think you just back off of this. A whole lot of nothing happening in mid. So, again, with Lancey specifically, I'm actually surprised that you brought that up because for some reason, I was thinking he had played it this season already. He hasn't, though. But that might be the case here because I think this is already a picture of you're not going to build any more MMR on your Lunox Lancey, unfortunately, unless it slips through one game and Tlph just has an answer for that Lunox that's popped up so many times now in the past couple of days. We'll see what TNC does here. Second turtle of the game is coming up. Gold Lane's doing a thing. They're going 1v1 all day. Benny Cutie is, I think he's maintaining the lead at least for now, probably just by a little bit. We'll have to see what the gold difference is there between our gold laners. But looking into the second turtle, they're in position. It's up to TNC to get in here.
A slight advantage, maybe even. Lancey doesn't have his flicker. Sanford already going in with the bravest spider, but Carl only gets to prioritize the turtle. Look at the Throne of Ruin though, coming in from 3Mar. It got 4 members, and now Liquid have to run away. Appraiser's Draft committed over there. Even the Zaman Force from OHEB, they're still fighting back. OHEB's fighting back. The Gleam was forced out of 3Mar.
Yeah, that was a great read by OHEB, knowing that
I don't
even
think so.
if there were 4 members of TNC surrounding
Yeah, skin
him,
is there
he
though.
could have
MPLPH skin, that Lunox
with the
skin is
Zaman
there.
Force, have to commend 3Mar, perfect entry there with the Throne of
Oh,
Ruin.
acha,
I know
this
the
Team
Astral
Liquid
Echo
was
Force a
Echo
little bit too
before.
early, but I believe he just used it to get more vision. I wish we could have seen it.
But
turn a
this
little bit
Carl
closer
TZ
to
was
the
on AP
entry
Bren,
of the
nah?
Palace to really maximize the Throne of Ruin even more. But at this point, this is just me nitpicking. That was still a great approach by these two.
Yeah, And so with this, that's 2 turtles in the hands of Tlph. We know they like to play this game. They'll maintain this little bit of lead. Whoa!
Whoa, an aggressive flicker from Sanford. Sanji's there too. Sad duo with a bit of help from Carl. Take down Zaida all alone in the jungle.
Carl TZ was also a different team, before. AP Bren. Not AP Bren, he was on Bren Esports. AP Bren, though, now it came.
Yeah, rotational misread, which is why now you see TNC trying to compensate by forcing back the Harith. And let's see if they'll be able to take down this tower. OHEB commits Salmon Force.
Astral Echo reveals 2. Sanji comes joining 2. However,
Ooh.
the damage from the Star Shutter was a bit too much. JP and Sanji, do they still want to fight this? They will have to walk away. Not even Carl might try and join this fight down bottom, but Benny Cutie is still trying to go for it.
Look at Granger's damage.
All right, they even things out. Lancy saved that sequence. The Star Shadow was perfect. If they did not get that kill on the Harith, but only got the turret, would have been meh. But since they got the kill and the turret, great comeback for TNC. However, still a 1,000 gold lead for Team Liquid Philippines. TNC needs to heavily contest this turtle and minimize losses. While Liquid, they have a very stable formation. Yes, OHEB died, but the items are still locked in for him. He still has resources, and now he has Zaman Force again.
Yeah, this is a little bit better too. I think this Radiant armor picked up by Chaknu will help him in a way. Do they want to go for this turtle? They do want to contest it. Conceal's going to be used. Carl TZ needs to be pushed off.
Oh my goodness!
Carl
TZ with the retribution, taking away the objective.
But he's dead.
With Throne of Ruin, that's the trade. Sanford trying to sustain OHEB going into the Zaman Force, and the raging Sandstorm from JP just in time. Chaknu will fall too, and that's a double for OHEB.
TNC really needed to commit that fight, even though it was risky. So what happened there was Team Liquid Philippines split themselves into
This
1,
is
2,
also
2.
new.
2 members in the mid, 2
Yami.
members in the turtle pit, 1 up top. JP's
Oh yeah, Yami, I know
pressure
Yami.
up top means there's a little bit more damage done at the turret because it was him pushing the wave. When
Only
you have
team
a
that
Lapu
won
Lapu
and
and the
series
Fred
without
together,
losing
you can
one.
afford
Oh,
to
they
just
did
send
not
both
even
of
lose
them to
one
hold the
match.
turtle, hold the
Or
objective,
series.
and then they can win that out. TNC needed to commit that play,
Yavi,
but it was just
Yavi,
outplayed
not
by the
Yami,
late
yeah,
entry
yeah.
of JP.
Yeah, and I was even worrying if he could make it, but knowing that this is a Khalid, surprisingly the Raging Sandstorm was just made it in time, and it didn't even feel like TNC had enough time to burst the objective if even they wanted to.
Yeah, again, TNC's just lacking some of the firepower here. This kind of lineup too needs to go ahead and build up. Whoa, hold on. Is Sanji gonna be okay, but not breakable?
Oh, probably not. Throne of Ruin and the Star
Ah,
Shutters there.
Sanji.
OHEB won't even try committing the Zaman Force anymore. At least TNC get 1 kill from Liquid there.
I'm so surprised that Tlph. Oh, hold on. JP's in trouble.
Or could they actually get 2? But Sanford's still gonna jump in. He
Sanford?
has Carl by his side.
Damn,
Only
Sanford.
targets Benny. Carl TZ still going in. Energy eruption onto 3, forcing out the flicker from Lancy. But Zaida, he's going after.
Damn,
OHEB's
bro.
going after Zaida. And Zaida fortunately had the trace list, but oh man.
I think Sanford felt something to the flex off before we got into the game, man. He went right for Benny.
Yeah, that was a bicep curl of Landshaker if I've ever seen one. Perfect entry, perfect distance. He committed the flicker there. It was right on the money. And of course, the late entry by OHEB stopped Zaida from being able to help. So now you see TNC Pro Team and one of their best qualities for this season, forcing out fights when you least expect it to. Only one other team we attribute that factor to, and it's Omega.
Yes.
But Team Liquid Philippines, they are countering.
Oh no, Sanford
Ooh,
could not
Sanford melted,
move.
oh.
Carl TZ might be the next target here as the front. Sanji and OHEB will have to reposition themselves, but that's 1 member down for Liquid before this potential Lord fight.
And that's a major member down. We'll see if TNC can capitalize on it. Sanji also less than half health, but look at JP's positioning. He's got a flicker available. TNC has to respect that. They won't pressure the Lord just yet. They need to continue to build up. This is a good item pickup too for Benny Cutie. He's now got the Malefic Roar. 3 items locked in for him. You're starting to see Lancy's damage also scale up. That's what we expect here. But again, you can see Sanford seems to be a big problem. He's a main part of the damage output that's coming out from Tlph. They still get control to start the Lord though. TNC's gonna stare it down. We have to keep an eye. Chaknu's gonna pop the conceal. They're gonna go.
Oh, he uses the Unbreakable. Sanji's half HP. Carl still secures the
Ooh,
Lord.
Carl
Now the
TZ
fight
got the
between
Lord.
Zaida, unfortunately, will be falling for TNC. Chaknu has nowhere to run to as well. And now the target is going to be 3 more for members, actually
Ooh.
5 on him, and fortunately has the gleam, but they lose 2 in the process.
Okay,
JP
spiky,
and
bro.
Sanford was blocking off the entry of Zaida. Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to make it to that Lord to get the retribution off, but the fact that he showed himself close to the fight, JP and Sanford were ready right away, blasted him immediately, and suddenly massive lead for Team Liquid Philippines. You're just seeing Team Liquid out-execute TNC every time, and it looks like they've really looked at all of the tendencies of TNC Pro Team when it comes to the objective takes, because they are blocking off all the entry points every time.
They're doing it so well by also just splitting up TNC. You know that 3mar wants to jump forward with the Alice. He wants to be able to get that Throne of Ruin off. So he's already separating himself from the rest of the team. Now, if they're blocked, especially by JP or even Carl to an extent, they can't follow through on that setup that's coming out from 3mar, and that's a big problem for TNC on trying to actually utilize the damage they have. Meanwhile, this is one of the downsides about Novaria. Obviously, there's this window of you're not really doing much except going on for those shots, those shatters, or the setups here. And so when you don't have that, in comparison to like a Jushin, right, for Sanji, he's just dropping down the lantern 24/7. Like that's what he does, right? Yeah. He's constantly going for it. So TNC, that's why I was saying they need more time to be able to build up, but then they have to be able to actually go into a team fight with an upper hand. Tlph is doing such a good job though at stopping that from even happening.
Yeah, looking at the items, already up to a Guardian helmet for Carl TZ. He didn't full build the cursed helmet, he just went for the Molten Essence, while Zyda's around 1,000 gold behind. The 2 gold laners is actually a significant lead for Oheb, already up to the Holy Crystal. So getting that advantage isn't going to be as easy for TNC. And Team Liquid Philippines has been capitalizing on a TNC tendency, which is they want to overcommit right away on the first target they see.
Yo, Nahar, welcome to my stream, bro.
Resources. Yes, they were able to get a great Astral Echo off of from Blanzy, who decided to swing to the back. Astral Echo even got the clip Sanji there with the Star Shatter. But then since they didn't have enough resources because they just used it in a pick beforehand, then TNC Pro Team, the advantage that they really wanted to go for at the beginning was actually what costed them. So I think they need to recalibrate a little bit. Poke the hero down a bit. Don't immediately try to burst it down right away.
Yeah, and choices like that, especially in the mid or early to mid stages, might be a bit dangerous because of flying clouds. But Chapnu here, would he even use the AOG? Because 3mar decides to go in, catches 4, but Sanford's gonna block everyone else.
Wow.
Chapnu already falls, but they don't care. Sanford's able to do his job.
Sanford does it again. It's been all game, man. It's
Sanford, man. Sanford.
Just cutting off the damage dealers of TNC.
Yeah, what the 40, bro?
What the 40?
TNC Pro Team. Again, the difference of the damage profile between the Lapu Lapu and the Alice. The Alice, yes, you can get a big set off, but you damaging everyone little by little isn't going to be that much of a bother for Team Liquid. While the damage of the Lapu Lapu is dealt in bursts. So it's a different reaction from both that actually favors Team Liquid. 8,400 and climbing in the gold lead. Free Lord, and this is going to be a very tough comeback for TNC.
Tough one to deal with. They're going to try to manage what they can from the base. But even with this kind of lineup, I'm kind of worried here for TNC as they face a 9,000, nearly 9,000 gold deficit. You can see the difference in itemization even.
Oh, man.
So there's quite a bit of a gap here, Renmark.
Yeah, it's already 3 items for the Jushin, already up to the Sky Piercer, and even the Blood Wings. Only up to the Magic Lantern there is the Novaria, and already there's a Divine Relay for the hands of Oheb. Sanford, knowing the lead they
Aurora
have, decided to
is in
go
final.
for the build that you go for when you have the lead.
Tomorrow, I
Lapu
think
Lapu,
tomorrow is the
get
match.
2 access.
Okay, Lord making his way up top. They're going to jump in. Sanji jumps in with a beacon.
Yep.
TNC will try to hold on what they can, but the mid-turret's going to go down here, and 3mar could be in trouble here.
Doesn't have the gleam anymore, but will be using the Throne of Ruin. But looking at the
Whoa.
damage, they already have enough.
Alice
TNC
just
get to
got
work
melted,
on
bro.
defending their base for now, but there's another wave coming in mid. Would they actually still defend this?
Okay, they're down 1. 3mar's a major part of this. Team Liquid might want to potentially have the game.
Oh, JP goes in, he blocks off 4. Chaknu trying to defend as much as he can. Carl TZ denying Zyda of him being able to throw out those basic attacks. Oheb with his Island Force 2, and that's
Nice.
gonna be enough. It's game number 1 going over to Liquid.
You guys, I'll be back. Yeah, you can get up to 875 now. It's like in all total days. I think so. That's what they're trying to say. Okay, let's no, 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 not now. Damn. If we have promo, I don't know what you could have. How?
Hello everyone! Today, we're showcasing our next hero revamp, Freya, the Valkyrie! Revamped Freya retains her sacred orb mechanic, while her ultimate
I think
now
so you
sends
can,
her
I think so
diving
you
at a
can.
target location. And her second skill no longer has a base cooldown for smoother skill rotations and gameplay. Valkyrie Freya!
I hope my voice can bring you courage.
What the hell is this? Who's getting me near of the What is outplay? What I think?
I will choose my own path.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
Whatever serves the purpose.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
I'll flood hell if demons try to stop me. Betrayal. I know the taste of it too well.
First blood! You have been slain.
I don't know how to play this Arlo. I don't know anything about his skills and all.
I won't give in until I fulfill
How
my
his second
promise.
skill works.
An enemy has been slain.
What the hell? Too much CC, bro.
This feeling. I won't be late this time. Give in until I fulfill my promise.
An enemy has been slain.
This reminds
Hero
me of the little
resurrected.
street that leads us home. The spears will run you through.
Ally has been slain. Ally has been slain.
अरे हलाल्टी कराने नहीं दिया यार.
I won't be late this time.
An enemy has been slain. Killing spree. An ally has been slain. Shut down. Slain an enemy. Ally has
You
been
are
slain.
feeble.
An enemy has been slain.
You're a petty annoyance.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
I won't give in until I fulfill my promise. Stop this resistance now.
Double kill. An ally has been slain. Wiped out.
Once there was a place called home for me.
Get lost!
Ah, that's
Serves the I always hated this.
Has been destroyed.
Nothing escapes my vision.
The fearful running through. Inhibitor turret is under attack. Double kill.
Our fight ends here.
Killing spree. Enemy double kill.
Yo, Glorious, welcome to my stream. Hello, hello, Nene. Welcome to my stream.
Mega kill.
How are you guys? How are you?
I won't give in until I fulfill my
Greetings,
promise.
greetings. Arey, too much CC. Carrot has not joined. Huh. Wait, okay, wait.
Inhibitor turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed.
The Carrot joins, like he joined yesterday. He joined, I think. I don't know. It was yesterday or the day before yesterday.
Our base is under attack.
I won't be late this time.
Pikey was here. He said that he will be back.
Enemy rampage. An ally has been slain. Our base is under attack.
अरे यार गए CC too much CC man.
Our base is under attack. Defeat.
Come for this brawl. Oh, I'm not feeling. Not feeling good. So I just. You're turning your mic on.
Next match win.
Now on.
Watch
I'm not feeling that good. I don't want to
Okay.
play rank. Oh.
No.
They lose on me. Like I cannot
Hello.
play properly.
No. I'm talking about NPL.
Hey, the next match started. It's about
Yeah,
to
that's
start.
good.
Yeah. I'll watch that. Okay, so you did.
Be enough. It's
Esports Awards.
That's right. You can vote for Team Vitality for Esports Team of the Year, Kirk for Esports Breakthrough Player of the Year, and Team Liquid and Team Falcons for Organization of the Year.
That's right. Team Liquid for Content Group. Moonton has also been nominated for Esports Publisher of the Year, and Mobile Legends Bang Bang for Esports Mobile Game of the Year.
Damn.
Esports Game
I'll vote for Mobile Legends.
I'm confident we can win all of these awards.
I feel like it feels like it is too, because way back in MSC, I feel like so many people.
Okay, guys, wait. I'll go and grab my lunch. Okay.
For Mlbb.
For such a young esport, again, we've been around as a title for about a decade, slightly less. We are #1 top charting across so many different channels and regions.
That's right. So
we're no longer up and coming like Mlbb is now.
Not even a question, because people are starting to build their lives around this game. So hopefully you can kind of just you can just get into it and help us out in the Esports Awards. Make your voices known and vote now.
Here we go. Going into game #2 confirmed. They take good old Leo's piece of advice.
It's blue.
Game 2, go blue.
There you go. So the blue side picks we're looking for, obviously, YSS is still highly contested, even with Team Liquid. Lancelot.
Hello, Pretty. It's TNC versus
Tlph. Liquid does not ban it on red side.
Just like you, I'm also not feeling
think
that
would
good
rather pick that.
properly.
Or using shit if it's open. They're not like Liquid, wherein if it's blue one, they would go to Shin. That's a very
swear there is
thing to
no
do.
need to be angry. I
So
am
we're gonna see maybe some
single person.
what do you call this?
So of course everybody did
TNC
single
will do it,
people
but
on me
we
now.
are gonna see that right after
Yeah,
this
I will also rest. That's why I'm not playing, just watching.
You know how your parents tell you not to watch TV up close?
BB didn't get that message.
His anatomy is different.
That's right. Does BB? I hope she's not holding. He or she's not holding a camera.
I think it's he.
I think it's a he.
Which map is this?
Oh,
like Broken Walls.
The way he's right there.
Broken
Walls. Here. 48% win rate and a 68% win rate here for Tlph.
60 to 38.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I still think that the map choice here for Broken Walls is kind of neutral for most teams.
Yep, this is a map that rarely affects much.
So banning so fast though.
Or ticket changes to their gameplay. So we see Coach Etomax banning on the Harriet.
They banned Harriet. Because OHF was good on Harriet last match.
They did not ban the Zhuzhong. They call me Liquid doesn't ban the usage. They get it. This is a trademark 2-pick swing. Gatot Kacha plus a jungler. TNC walks away with
okay, Nene.
Dragon.
All the best.
Is that worth
See you at
I
night
think it
stream.
is, because you're winning early game from that lane. You could put a Joy on. Wait, Joy or Haya on.
All our
Zaida
today,
and
yeah,
call it a day
bro.
like you're fine. Haya now! Haya now!
Haya now seems to be the call. You don't want it to get banned out in second phase here.
Yeah, because if you don't Joy or Haya now, Liquid's gonna ban. Oh,
Fanny Pig!
Even Fanny's still open. They're forcing OHEB to pick a Cho or something to the effect, like something to lock him down.
Yeah.
You wanna counter Fanny now?
EXP lane. I'm sure there's still options, but oh my God, TNC want to go fast.
They want to go fast here, which is exactly what they were lacking earlier. They were trying to bank on a super late game with free cores, basically.
Time was against them in game 1. Now they said, time, look at me, we're best
Okay,
friends.
guys, wait.
They don't want this game to drag long.
I'll be back. You guys enjoy the draft.
So strong. Yep. Look at that.
There it is. That's OHEB's pick.
Bro,
That's an OHEB
Ruby.
right there. You're a 1-3-1. You got a usage into the jungle. You can afford a fighter gold lane. And a fighter that ruins Fanny's day. Bibby's just watching. Bibby's here for the vibes.
I know.
Bibby loves this.
Right in the middle of it. I expected. I guess I don't know if Bibby can fit in the chair.
Should have picked Fedrin, huh?
Yeah, that's the vibe.
Should have picked Fedrin, right?
Yeah, so right now.
Oh, I think Carl TZ picked before Fanny picked Zaida
We're
picked.
still missing here for TNC. I'm not sure what kind of front line they're thinking about.
Yeah,
The thought has been taken from Chaknu. Grok is
open.
Grok is open as well.
Grok is open.
I would love to see a Grok on Chaknu here.
Grok would be good.
Grok is banned, of course they'll ban Grok.
All right, so we're down to the Hylos, which, unless they really, really hate No, you know you can't do it. You can't do this.
Okay, guys, but I'll be back.
17 years throughout season 16.
Yeah.
It would be weird to force a high loss on red 4 just to throw the Gatot Kacha into the EXP lane.
Chocolate says, you know what? I've been through worse. I've been through worse binds than this one. I can eke one out.
Make my day.
Come on. So obviously a lot of rogue bans have been given by Tlph here, and the XP bans coming in for TNC.
Huh. Why the Phoveus ban? I smell a 1-1 in the gold lane. Could this be?
Oh, I think so.
There has to be a reason why you banned the Phoveus willy-nilly. I don't know. There's still so many XP laners.
I would not mind a 1-1 from Benikuti, honestly. But that, again, that's a lot of gold going into... with this current draft right now, it feels like it should be a fighter gold lane. Because you have the Kimmy, obviously can clear very well.
Kimmy's halfway. Kimmy's halfway.
Been halfway.
She doesn't need that much farm. She would be good with it, but I think they can still afford a 1-1.
We'll see that. See if a 1-1 can make it. High loss is locked in. So that's a Chaknu hero, 100%. And it's a Bane.
Bane, I think, falls closer to a Harith in terms of what kind of gold laner it is. But, you know, technically it is a fighter. Yep, so they close up with an Edith. Wow, it's been a hot minute.
But
where was you?
Isn't it? It doesn't feel like the Bane does eat more gold than most. You need more gold,
just to start, because that Holy Crystal ramp up seems so long, but some gold lanes, I've seen them lock it in like 5 minutes, 5.5. So you should be fine. I feel better for TNC's draft now, but
then game 1.
Yes, but only because Liquid drafted in a way that they're really answering to Zyda's early Fanny.
Let's see if the answers are going to be enough. Let's load him onto game number 2. Very crucial matchups to get for TNC. Let's see if they can do it against TL right here in game 2. Casters, let's go.
Let's go, we shall. Thank you so much to the panel again for breaking down game 2.
Guys, I'm back.
Tlph took game 1 under control, ended it very quickly, and this time around TNC decides to answer with some interesting picks. One of those being the Fanny. We've seen Zyda play it before. You know it's one of his favorite heroes. And also, Benikuti getting the Bane again. And mind you, we saw the synergy between the Yuzhong and the Kimmy. It's undefeated right now in terms of hero synergy. What do we think about game 2's draft here, Redmark?
All right, so the same
yeah,
thing
bro,
for
Zyda is playing
game,
Fanny.
no
Let's see how his Fanny is. I thought he won't come back. Why, bro?
Gets that Holy Crystal and most likely the Lightning Cruncher second item, depending on what he's deciding to go for. Because that's always the inevitable power spike when you have that Bane. So they will try to take control of the early game with putting pressure through the Yuzhong. They can somewhat be okay with letting Benikuti just be somewhat not too freely farming.
Wait.
Yeah, and it's actually the debut pick for the Edith this season. We did discuss that it's not entirely new to us, but I guess I was really surprised about it showing up right now. But Zyda, that's the more surprising part.
You can hear the crowd. The Zyda, I don't know. It doesn't matter who's playing it. Whenever they see a Fanny, you get a first blood. Everybody loves it.
Yeah, just about we said them putting pressure on the EXP lane.
Yeah, good thing TNC countered back. That's not how you want to start when you're up against a Fanny. I mean, it's not like it's going to be like, oh, GG, no way Team Liquid's going to make a comeback from this, but that's not how you want to start things off against a Fanny, against an iconic Fanny. The last time we saw this, he went perfect, no deaths, and got an MVP performance with it.
It's just something about... It's something about the hero Fanny, you know. There's not that many junglers left competitively around the world that will pick it up and have the confidence to bring it in this situation. Again, it's only game 2 in a best of 7, but if somehow you get a better start here than what TNC had in the game 1, that's the best case scenario. They're blitzing this turtle though. Yeah. I don't think JP is going to be able to do much, and it looks like this is going to TNC unless.
Oh, can Carl even actually catch up? 3 Mars just gonna block the way. JP2 will be falling down.
I'm back.
Already using the Primal Wrath.
Yep.
But TNC don't want to fight. They just actually want to take the turtle.
Yeah, great discipline to not go for even more kills. Again, this is Zyda on a Fanny in broken walls. For the longest time, we always thought never play Fanny in broken walls. It's going to be way too tough, but he just looks comfortable with it. It doesn't feel like that there are broken walls at the back with it in his hand. He tried to timed the entry perfectly. He still got the turtle. TNC Pro Team, they can just continue snowballing through here now.
Yep. And what's happening here is Benny Cutie's able to just go ahead and do his thing. You know, he can farm up, got a little bit of extra gold over there, and we all know that that's a timing thing for this Bane. Definitely going for that Holy Crystal. Once he has that, he'll be a big burst of damage right now. Zyda mostly.
Wow.
Fracture Pulse thrown out, but JP just trying to go ahead and put some pressure here on Zyda. We know that they can't fall behind because the minute that they fall behind, Tlph did this from the previous game too. They'll put pressure. Whoa, Sanji's gonna flicker out defensively. Good usage of the Glorious Pathway.
Yeah, it's a bit too obvious that Team Liquid might want to start playing or rotating a bit more aggressively. But TNC are just too quick to react as well. They have enough ways to stop you in your tracks if ever.
Zyda watched my stream yesterday, that's why he's playing Fanny, you know.
The flicker was forced out of Sanji.
Yeah, the retribution of Carl TZ too. That was the most expensive reaction to a Glorious Pathway ever.
Yeah.
With barely anything happening in the map at that point. So that was a great call by Chapley to drop the ultimate down, already up to the Heptases for Zyda. Doesn't have a significant lead over Carl TZ. Oh,
no, wait.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Fanny, bro.
Look, even we don't get to react on time with the amount of speed that Zyda's using this Fanny with.
If Lancy is Luna, Zyda is Fanny.
It's Fanny. And, you know, the crowd knows it too over here on this side of TNC. That's going to give them an opportunity to just take this second turtle. Not sure if Oheb and JP want to do anything. They're getting the information. But, yeah, it's just another objective in the hands of TNC. Great start for them. You're 2-0 on the Fanny. Zyda scaling up really well. He's going to go for Oheb.
Oh, now he wants Oheb. Cutthroat already committed. Deadly catch as well. Does Oheb to touch this? He does it. And now Zyda still goes in. AOG committed by JP. And they get to save Oheb.
Yeah, don't run Wolf King. Second skill. Saved himself with it. Good thing they weren't able to give another kill there to Zyda. If that was another kill for Zyda, that would have been even bad news, because that means that's both side lanes already losing for Team Liquid Philippines.
Which is interesting, because when you look at this, yeah, he's got kills, but Carl TZ's doing an okay job at keeping things even against Zyda here in terms of economy. He's already got his first item as well, Hunter Strike, and then, of course, Zyda's doing a lot of damage because he's got that Blade of Heptases working the next. And there you go, Benny Cutie now has the Holy Crystal. That's a big item pickup for him.
Decided to rush it. Doesn't care about the fact that a little bit of movement speed, you know, some basic boots goes well for the main. No, just go straight for the Holy Crystal. It's fine. You don't need to pack boots.
You're already fast.
You're already fast.
When you're drinking.
Yeah, you drink your ale, you go faster. I wish real life was like that.
I mean, it could, depending on, you know, depending on what you're drinking.
Sip water would get fast.
Sip water, that's how
you get fast.
Yeah, that's how you stay hydrated, Redmar. You know, stay hydrated with sip. But yeah, that's what they're gonna do. The next turtle too, he might even rotate to the other side of the map for that last turtle, just because, you know, locking in that item gives him a big burst damage, and you can play into this. I think part of this too is, yeah, you can see Carl TZ, he's doing fine. I think he's turned into a point where he's like, let me just farm up and do my thing.
Honestly, that's one of the most surprising parts, because this is one of considerably the best starts you could have against Liquid. Denying them of the first 2 turtles, which I think we pointed out multiple times whenever we tried to discuss the keys to victory. But now Sanford, he might have a bit more tools to deal with these potential pick-off attempts. But what he doesn't know is that there are actually 3 members waiting for him at that spot.
Damn,
so absolutely no way out of it. Black Dragon form, does 3-mar commit? He's just gonna zone them out.
Yeah, he already used the Petrify. Right now, I'm not really seeing the vision as to why they go ahead and pick up the Edith. Zyda gets clipped a little bit by Carl TZ there in the bottom lane. Retribution still active for both. TNC needs to slow this down because Carl TZ gets to steal it. Look at Jack, no.
Oh, but if they could get another kill, then they might not be the option. Sanji nearly got to take the kill on Lancy, but somehow he's still alive. Benny Cutie though, they have to avoid this. Carl TZ has nowhere to run.
I told you, Benny's gonna join the fight for the 3rd turtle, and he aggressively flickered forward for Carl TZ.
This has been the story for TNC Pro Team. Their side lanes have been more active and have been felt more in the map. And with Fanny leading the charge, look at Zyda again.
Damn, bro.
Sanford in the bottom lane getting pressured.
Oh no, Sanford.
1v3 once again. Primal Wrath already used. He has the flicker too, so he'll probably be safe. AOG, but he doesn't get to land it in the right spot.
Oh, everything just being thrown out here on both sides. Sanford actually able to use the Primal Wrath and survive this time. I think he's tired of getting just beat up in the side of the lane, but he's gonna have to deal with it for a little longer. It's now up for TNC. I'd say this has been going great for them. They've got a nice little bit of a lead. They need to start getting some space on the map to work with. Yeah. This next Lord comes up in about a minute.
Yeah, at this point, it's TNC's ball to drop. Because Team Liquid Philippines, they're waiting for the Carl TZ timer. They're waiting for their Yi Sun Shin to be really farmed up. It's going to take a long time, but that's why you pick up the Edith. That's why you pick up the Ruby. You pick up two very static, very slow, but lane-holding side laners to give a little bit more room for Carl TZ in the jungle. One of the main reasons, though, why this plan is going to get delayed is because of that kill Bencutie got onto Carl in the last major sequence that we saw. So good use of the flicker, the fact that he went all the way from the top lane to the bottom lane. Bencutie knows the timings of this Bane very well.
TNC is playing very good.
That's why Zaida finally got to overtake Carl
compared to the last
in terms
one.
of EXP. Possibly even a
Oh, God, damn!
That was the burn, burn from the
lethal ignition.
The lethal ignition, yes.
That's lethal.
That's
what they do.
It's so tough. I've seen two Varsas struggle.
You're right.
In 2 days, and I am not feeling good about it.
Okay, well, Tlph isn't feeling good about how things are going either. Right now, they're going to have to make a decision. Do we actually contest this? As JP is just taking everything, he's got to be careful. He's less than half health. He's going to go ahead and regen up, but TNC, they don't have a clear take for this while Zaida grabs his buffs. That's the priority here.
Fan is cooking, bro.
It would
Fan
be
is cooking.
amazing if Tlph is somehow able to take this, given how everything has gone for the past 4 minutes or so. It's going to be up to them to just decide, do we actually want to contest it? And I think it's up to Tlph also to turn this game in their favor. Who's going to be able to do that? Probably this is where we have to see JP and Sanford pull something up their sleeves here.
But will they actually have the damage?
Yeah, and Benny's here too. They have to worry about Benny. Neymar already using the Dragon Bar. Oh no, Carl! Using his Traceland out.
Oh, bro.
They get to secure the kill. And one more. AOG right in front of Bencutie just to punish him right there. But that's what they'll get. A 1-for-2 trade. And losing Carl was not what they wanted.
Everyone did their job perfectly from the side of TNC Pro Team. 3mar, especially the two-man Furious Dive, Petrify. Zaida uses the ultimate on the Little Wanderer.
Clearly that was supposed to be Sanji, but 3mar though he gets to walk away from this Lancy 2. Won't go down.
Go for the Lord. They get this though. They might be able to secure this out. They're going to try to do it.
Oh, they are! But was that the right choice? Oh, I'm jumping in! Might just pick up 2, but the traction pulse, it actually saved Lancy, and Chaknu deals with Sanji all by himself. There goes the I'm offended, but Lancy has to purify.
Yeah, look at Lancy, man, that's not Lunox. That's not Kimmy, that's Lunox with a gun.
Oh man, and it went. Again, they managed to get the Lord, but they lost a lot out of that too. Tlph able to pick up a couple of kills. TNC, how do they play into this? They already got the tier 1s down. Ideally, they get a tier 2.
Yeah.
But this is going to be tough because of the fact that Zaida and Chaknu went down.
Yeah, the timings of it are off as well. No minion waves in the mid just yet. So they're not clearing up the minions. Team Liquid Philippines are committing bodies up top to stop the Lord. If TNC fast clear mid enough, but no, they can't read the map because Team Liquid Philippines aren't showing themselves. They'll clear it. Minion wave crashing through mid. They might be able to get the top turret though. That might be their saving grace with this Lord push.
They get here, Tlph clears out that mid wave.
Yeah, that purified timing.
Their goal is to maintain what they can. They just might have to say goodbye to this tier 2. Chaknu pops conceal. He's gonna be stopped in the tracks though. Tlph will lose that turret, but they'll deal with the Lord here. Deadliest catch into a pathway, but no go. Yeah, that's all they get. A tier 1 turret up top.
They get to the tier 2 at the bottom as well though, so they were able to space things out 4-1. That layering of the glorious pathway and the deadly catch could have been better. Could have been a little bit sharper, but hey, TNC Pro Team, they're not going to complain. They have the lead again. They're still holding on to it, and Team Liquid Philippines still scrambling. Now, though, because of the last sequence we saw, what a big combination Flicker coming in from the Ruby can actually do for Team Liquid Philippines. So if TNC Pro Team get caught out like that again, it's going to be a very expensive team fight for them. They need to watch their spacing. They need to watch out for Oheb's Ruby.
Yeah, and that was just a Flicker not the I am offended, don't run Wolf King. So he just tried to put himself in between those two members of TNC who are already really low, but that could also be the I'm offended. So maybe if Team Liquid Philippines start playing this a bit more aggressively, they could potentially find much more favorable pickups, but ideally, you have to have a clear idea of where Benny Cutie is. I feel like Benny Cutie and his sudden burst damage could be the major difference maker in the team fights later on.
But this fan is playing really good.
Has been feeling that pressure is Sanji. Sanji's such a big component
Oh,
of
yeah.
that
Benny is
damage
like-
profile that TLPH has, and a lot of times it's either Zyda or it could be Benny as well that forces him to either end that feathered airstrike early or even to go ahead and wings by wings out. That's happened a lot of times. So Sanji, he's the one dealing with the most pressure, I feel like, right now for TLPH in terms of survivability. And that's something they're going to have to work with. Real quick, though, you guys can take a look at this. This is the Infinix GT30 Pro Experience victory for every Madlang gamer. Right now, we're getting a good look at Zyda here on the fan.
Sponsor me, Infinix, sponsor me.
So this is how you clear minion waves with the Fanny.
Ah, you need finger sleeves.
I never knew.
Just send me mobile.
Okay.
I don't need
Now
money.
Lord's up.
Just send me mobile as
We're almost
as
14 minutes in.
sponsor.
Zyda, is she going to go?
Oh, that's some echo tactics right there.
I was going to say, good check there. Oh, check it.
Oh, the damage seems to be quite enough. Flicker from Sanji, but Zyda's trying to hunt him down, though. He just stays on top of the wall, and Zyda couldn't find him. There comes the counter AOG, forcing out the Purify from Lancy, but 3mar still decides to go in. Zyda too looking for a target, but JP, he couldn't handle the damage. Oh, he missed. From Sanford,
Carl
as well. One by one, Liquid are falling. Chaknu seems to be the only trade can OM handle is all alone. It might be a no. They have to walk away. It's only him and Sanji.
What a bloody fight. They just ignored the Lord and they decided to fight anyway.
Hello, Mahendra Singh, Rawat, Vikas, good to stream.
Unfortunately, aren't able to capitalize just yet, but they will start up the Lord.
Yeah, JP got caught out there because he saw the gears turning in Team Liquid Philippines' heads. They wanted to join in. They wanted to fight. But Benny Cutie didn't throw his sharks out just yet. Once the sharks were finally thrown out, that's when Liquid decided to go forward. Sanford missed out the Earth Shatter. There we go. Earth Shatter flicker. And then TNC decided to punish. Sorry, it's too similar to Land Shaker, okay? And then for
the land shakes and shatters.
Yeah. Yes. Now, again, I asked Liquid, why the Edith? Why not something with a little bit more lockdown? Maybe even why the Ruby? Was the Ruby your answer to the Fanny? It's not really working out. No one's protecting Sanji. No one's protecting Carl TZ. Zyda is eating good.
Yeah, the way it's a red 3 Ruby pick felt like it was
Ruby is there to
a
counter, but
response to the
Ruby...
Fanny. Because they could have run out of options to counter it, but
Ruby is also like not
they
a
can't even find the right
perfect counter,
timings
nah.
to use those multiple layers of CC, because Zyda, he's just such a
Arre bro,
difficult
मुझे
target
सबका
to
नाम याद
catch.
है bro.
We'll see if they can figure it out here. This might be the
Yeah,
moment
Fan isn't
for
going here.
TLPH to go ahead and layer down that crowd control if they
Look at
can.
perfect.
The Lord's going to go ahead and
Also,
march in, charge into this bottom base turret of TLPH. They'll
Like
lose
when
that
only
one,
Fanny is
holding on
near,
to the mid at the
then
top.
only Ruby can
It's going to
counter.
be used. Dragon form pop to TNC wants to go.
Okay, JP finds where the other members of TNC are trying to go. Sanji already caught by the traction pulse, doesn't have the feathered airstrike either, but all they want is to defend the Lord for now. Team Liquid saw it coming. They will probably definitely lose one base turret there.
Yeah, I also appreciate the growth by TNC Pro Team. If this was the regular season, they would have committed that fight heavily. Probably lost members, and then suddenly it's a Team Liquid swing, but they stuck to their discipline. Chapnu usually would have just stacked all the way, kept OF all the way back, maybe even go for Sanji under the base turret. But no, he decided to back off. So you see the growth here, you see the discipline. And this comeback from Team Liquid Philippines will really have to come from the fact if they can catch Zyda off guard. I'm not even just looking at Benny and Lancy anymore. They need to somehow find this miraculous start wherein Zyda gets caught out by OHEB and everyone else by Team Liquid. They take the Fanny down right away. Because you got the dude doing things like that. You need this Fanny out if you want to fight properly for Team Liquid. And then after that, then you can think about, okay, what about the Sharks coming out of the Bane? What about 3mar with his Fierce Dive Petrify? You can think about that later. Just take the Fanny out first.
Which is hard to do. I mean, look at his itemization. And not only trying to catch Zyda, but then his itemization. He's got the wings, he's got a brute force breastplate.
Yes.
You know, like, and of course, the mobility is a factor into actually taking him out too. So a lot, if you look at it that way, it's like Tlph has to give so much just to handle Zyda. And that's like
with.
one of the main
Like,
problems.
right now I'm at
Cutie is the other one. I don't know how many
35.
stacks he has on the Sky Piercer
I don't know
either,
my stars.
but even without it, he's got Big Damn. Like, he's got the Holy Crystal,
I
Divine
think
Glaive, the
34
Lightning
stars.
Charge, and I believe the Wings. So he's eating good too. And that's why part of this idea is whether it's Chaknu, whether it's 3mar setting things up, it doesn't matter. They're able to catch someone, and if they kind of feign their engagement with a glorious pathway, then it could actually work in their favor. Also, with that kind of lineup, you have such a good advantage when it comes to dealing with this Lord take here. You can see that they're going to get the positioning favored with TNC right now.
Did they see him?
Oh, did they
Check
see
the
him?
bush. Check the bush.
Okay, so OHEB's actually helping Carl TZ out here. That's
I
why.
think they know that. They don't know that Van is here.
AOG out. Major resource already committed from Liquid. But
Really?
Chaknu, is he gonna be the target? Carl TZ.
I thought they know that
spot
Van is
Zyda.
there.
Yeah.
They can't fully commit.
Look at that formation. Sanford, OHEB really just standing in front of Carl TZ and Sanji together to protect their main sources of damage to here. JP still about to come back.
Yeah.
While TNC slow things down, they're not going to rush it. They want to get the buffs onto Zyda first. Another thing we should be looking at the next big team fight is how 3mar's going to be using the Yuzong. So far, he hasn't been heavily diving into the backline way too much. He's using the Dragon to threaten, and then he rejoins the other members of TNC when, say, JP or Sanford get too close. Then he uses the Petrify. If he veers off away from that and overcommits onto Sanji and Carl TZ, that might be something TNC wouldn't want to happen.
There's also going to be a push down on that long lane on the other side of the map. Sanji's going to have to deal with that. Look at this half health of the Lord here. Is TNC able to commit? They'll be backed off of it though. Sanji joined the fight. Primal Wrath pop too.
Yep, they're trying to burst everything down all at once.
Oh.
Chaknu the first to fall. 3mar actually hunting Carl. But who gets
Oh, Lord.
It's still gonna be Zyda. Will 3mar be punished though? AOG committed onto him. Zyda looking for a target. It might be Sanjay next. But there goes the onward from Sanford. This might be the opening for Liquid, but Benny flickers in. Finds the kill on Sanji. He's making things happen even though they lost Zyda.
Oh my goodness, it's Sanford. He's trying to buy time. The Lord was already secured. And it'll be a triple for Benny Cutie, maybe Bane Cutie.
3 kills, Lord
Level
Martin.
90 goes, yeah.
Daddy and
It's
Carl
Luigi
TZ.
in
Yes,
this
I call him
level,
Daddy.
yeah.
That's his
Another
moniker, okay?
complicated.
Trying to defend. This is going to be way too tough. I think this is it. TNC might take it here unless
something can happen here. This is a beat up
Miracle.
Lord. Can they defend?
Well, JP trying to attack the damage.
Go for it, 3mar.
Deadly catch towards the base, and clearly that's it.
Bane, bro, Bane.
1-1 for this best of 7.
It's looking like the Phoenix will rise tonight as well. We've got a series that's 1-1 right now.
Get stomped, stomp them back, lose, win. They keep doing this.
Hey, let's throw it over to the panel to break down game 2.
I don't know, guys. You said stomp so many times. It does feel like a stomp right here with Benny Cutie going 7-1 on that. That Bane was crazy.
I'm struggling to think who the MVP is because in the twilight of game 2, that was mostly Benny. Like, the threat of what the Bane can do was more scary than what he actually did.
But Zyda, though.
Zyda, though, throughout the whole game, dictated what Liquid could get away with. I think it's safe to say, game 3 rather, Liquid has to ban the Fanny again.
You did it in game 1. It worked out very well for you, and there was essentially like a half-hearted response earlier to counter Zyda's Fanny. It was just not enough. Do we need a
You delete YouTube. What happened? You delete YouTube.
Spider-Man skin for Fanny? Maybe someday. That was he was doing.
The
Zyda.
sensational Zyda.
Don't do that.
The amazing Zyda.
Zyda was watching my stream yesterday of like how I played Fanny.
There's so many.
He was watching, got inspired, and he thought that if I play Fanny, then
Zyda right here with just a
I can win tomorrow's match.
game.
At first match, he was like in a confusion, okay? So first match he did not play, now he played.
Yeah, no, that's not us.
That's why he won.
As early as Blue23 said, yeah, after we steal the Yuzhong, we checked off that box. How's about we go back to our identity, pick what's comfortable.
Yeah, brought you back.
Fanny, Kimmy, and then played out. Again, I believe the adage of the draft is half the game.
What happened to TLPHO this
True,
match?
and I think it's more than half.
Like they were not doing anything, bro.
I think it's 60% the draft so far in the series.
Yeah, we're talking about this before we went on camera. It felt like, you know
Well,
what,
how
they
he
were
died,
trying
oh.
to answer the Fanny,
Damn.
which the TriCast was trying to
Bye,
answer.
bro. Thank you for
But it
joining,
was
bro.
very half-hearted. You know what, you're trying to go for a soft pull-in with a Ruby. You're trying to catch with the AOG. Okay, Edith can also do that to some extent, but these are very hit and miss.
What were the other options? Because again, put yourself in Liquid shoes. You presented, again, not to put words in your mouth, but what about Franco?
No, I literally said that. Yes, I did say that.
What would have been the option? Move the Gatot over to the EXP lane.
That's fine as well.
Not ideal, because again, Gatot is one of the three trifectas in the roam right now, in addition to Hylos, Gatot, Grok, / Kali.
Yes.
Like, those are your only real big ticket roamers. If you switched it up, you did Gatot, XP lane, and then Franco just for the Fanny. Maybe 50-50, I'd say. Like, it would be good to lock on the Fanny, but what would it do against the rest of TNC's lineup?
And what would it do against a Bane as well? Like, can you kind of just make sure that the Bane doesn't reach the late game? Is that going to be a possibility there? That's why I
should have played Saber, oh, should have played Saber and
then again,
kill that
it might have
Fanny.
been better
Just
than what we
knock
saw
that
here
Fanny.
right
Yeah,
now.
there's a reason
No,
why Edith
make me manager, make me coach, bro, make me
alongside
coach.
Phylax in season 16. Like,
not
that whole
missing,
little
bro.
girl robot duo.
The whole season, I was surprised to know, or when they mentioned it's a debut pick for the whole season, not playoffs, the season.
It's a swing and a miss. So Liquid tried, Coach RC, Coach Take That, they tried to cook, and it did not fly. A 20-minute game again. TNC proves that if you give them enough time, they will find a way out of what could have been a comeback. I'll tell you now, there was a moment where Liquid found the comeback. They found a way to, again, time out Zyda's entries, to time out that Petrify, the Black Dragon form, and to wait for Benny's deadly catch. Once those were out the window, Liquid found a way. But that was just, what, one moment, one play in the mid-game?
Yeah, one play. For a majority of it, Benny QD did a very good job of keeping low-key, keeping a low profile, while the rest of the map was being overtaken by Zyda, Fremar was flying, Lancy was just hiding people non-stop, and then Chaknu throws out that carpet, the Glorious Pathway. We didn't see the full combo of the Deadly Catch Glorious Pathway that much, but we didn't need it.
Yep,
Exactly.
It was just too perfect. Real quick, peek over at Benny QD's items. That Sky Piercer, second item build. He goes Holy Crystal, Sky Piercer. That's how he knew.
Crazy.
That's what he was going to be, the major threat to Liquid's lives. And again, you're looking at an Edith, a Ruby, a Gatot, like a lot of HP. So the instant kill effect that you get from a Sky Piercer definitely helped, especially since it went the distance.
And this was a crazy game to be a YSS with sharks chasing you. It was not an ideal game, honestly. Usually this lineup would do well to funnel all the resources into the YSS, but Carl Casey could not move properly in this game, just like in game 1 when Zyda was playing it.
Yep, range was an issue. And again, just the sheer amount of utility and damage TNC was playing with was just too much. Again, the BPI rate guy Zyda, he himself alone could threaten Carl Teasy. And again, the Edith and the Ruby were struggling to protect Carl. And that's not what you want to be. As the cavalry, that's not your identity. They overstretch themselves just to try and build around what they picked in the first 1 and 2, like red 1 and 2. All this while answering what TNC did. So it's a little too much.
It's not them, it's not TL.
It's task saturation.
That's right. That's what we're trying to do. I guess what you want to do here is obviously the TL way, to try to stampede through them, to try to just steamroll them into panicking. But no, we did not see that in this game. TNC was really calm and collected, even in the times where Medikid was still trying to build up onto that Holy Crystal. He was trying to make sure that he doesn't get victimized here by the gangs coming in from the Gatot.
Nope.
So we saw a lot of that, and we saw this Fanny go crazy. And I wonder, again, this is on a map that is, for a lot of people, is not ideal to play Fanny on.
No, but again, Zyda is currently the Fanny in MPL Philippines.
He's the man.
He's a few steps away from being the Fanny in the world stage. Again, we are fighting for the grand final slot and that M7 spot as a Filipino representative. So, going into game 3,
yeah, bro. We can play one.
The gloves are off.
Finished it.
The Flying Swallow is here to clean up Marshall City.
What is this?
Who's?
Arey, this of 1-1 game that tiny zone. University of
Oh.
I had trial that.
Yeah. The 1-1-1.
Yeah.
The 1-1-1.
What?
The 11-11 skin.
No, bro. That one has been
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
That skin is good, yeah. The 11.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
LOL. Oh, don't get that, bro. Whoever needs you, bro, we just go there, man. Look at it, it's this, bro.
He will not come, bro.
I'm doing it. Dude. Get these, man.
Life is nothing but a good brew.
Bro.
I guess it's gonna be a long game, like the Tlph and DNC game.
Yeah, it's like best of the. I don't feel like playing also.
Yo, what's wrong? What do you mean?
Hey,
You
cold
go,
there.
did you go to gym?
Nah, nah. Hey, gym is a holiday. It's closed. Like, the Diwali holiday was going on. So, yesterday it was open. Yesterday and today it was open. Yeah, for 2 day, what I will go. My whole workout that will only be like. So I just go from my bed. That way, yeah. Yo, bro, welcome to my stream. Thank you, bro. Welcome back. Bro, he's just sitting. Look at this, it's just sitting there, bro. He said that whoever needs heal, come to the base.
That's all. I don't need heal, I need mana.
Your case, really.
Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. Let's get moving.
He's ulti na, bro. He's ulti.
I don't have mana.
Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
That's not my name, bro. Ah, how I use my second skill too early. Yo, Lily, welcome to my
Bro,
stream.
you are dying or what? I don't have mana, man.
I don't take mana boots now. What are you taking?
Why are you covering your ears?
Please, I'll use this.
I dare you.
Ah, bro, shield was about to get broken.
I wrote a battle song for you. An ally has been slain. Egg fried rice, egg fried rice.
What, bro? I purified though. What the hell, bro? Nah, not bro.
Liga. Go. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Swish.
Ah, look at this.
Swish.
Ah, taking my safe courage.
Now it's my time to shine, man. Look at this attack speed, bro. Just look at this, bro.
Cara, defense item, bro. Oh, that is clock. That is clock. You guys can't defend or what, man? Damn.
Get my kid here, bro. Wait.
What, wait? Ah, the KDA, bro. I have my KDA is better than yours. Oh, this. Ah, this skin is only 11.11. Achha. I have trial card of this song.
Oh, that skin is cool.
Why she has tail though? Eh? Normal silver she doesn't have tail. Why tail though?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, I have one emerald skin though. Arey, I bought that from Promo Diamond though. Like last year Promo Diamond I bought that skin.
Which one? Emerald?
Emerald.
Oh.
I think it's not in sale now.
I guess you can't buy that one.
Who has Yin has? What Yin has one and Ling has.
Yeah, is inviting. You're gonna watch, right?
Yeah. Very good. Hello. Oh, it's limited time event. Damn, I have the rarest skin. Yeah. I will see you in the match. Last I see bro started buying skins that time while I was on my quitting it. Wow, bro.
The gloves are off.
Assassin. There you
go. Oh, they banned Fanny, bro. Team Liquid banned Fanny because last match Zyda Fanny was cooking them, bro.
Zero utility junglers in the playoffs. They might even just go ahead and pick a 3-mar hero and then force Liquid to sandbag those assassin bans in 4 and 5. Never mind. Risky, too risky.
Joy.
So Zyda is not gonna fall for it. He's not gonna get forced into a Frederick. He's gonna fight neck and neck, toe to toe, using that Joy. I don't blame him. I mean, if I were the coach, I would also just do that.
Yeah, this is the best way to go. If you went
Nah, Capella, I think yesterday he came, I think.
Hero first, or
Coco
even
hasn't came.
First. Benny usually gets picked in the later half anyways. You risk
I am not the only one
what Zyda's strengths are. So at least with a Joy, you know that you're getting a good Zyda performance, or at least an okay Zyda performance. Harris gets banned out, so does Phoveus. Oh.
Still looking for that gold bans here, probably for TNC. Maybe ban out a possible Fire Gold once more. Again, that's just how the things are going here.
They're gonna fight her. They're gonna fight her. You were just there, though.
So that's gonna be Valentina out.
Okay.
What's that preempting? What's that preempting here?
I think TNT are gonna pick big ticket ults.
Ban Bane. Nice ban, nice
Oh,
ban.
Bane got banned out.
They attack Benny.
Bane and Fanny were like
was
nightmares
also cut down in
for.
game 1. Here the same spot.
Yeah, because of her exams, nah. Hello, Eren bro.
Red 4 could be 3mar.
Ankita. Oh, Frankie Kumar is British.
XP that we're looking for.
I don't know if you feel about the Alice.
I have not played Evernight. I have not
I feel
played
like Alice just
Rank
makes sense,
today.
especially
I
if you
was
layer
just
it in
playing Brawl.
with alongside the Grok, right?
Like I was waiting for the match to start now. So they give 10 minutes like break. So
A
I
lot of
was
people are in
just
this,
playing
just stay still.
It's a little too much
My shot is
magic
33.
damage though, so I might like the Lapu Lapu.
Alright.
Lapu Lapu more.
Thinking about that XP lane already. And it is going to be Lapu. Get locked in there.
It's a better foil to the Yisun Shin, because all you gotta do is wait for the Traceless, you're mine.
And balance it out as well, because you already have Joy and Kimmy on the Magic anyway.
Yep.
That seems to be it.
So Liquid looking for pick for Sanji and Oheb. The two baby boys of Cavalry.
I don't mind getting a Granger here, because we're not going to suffer the same fate as the Granger of TNC on game 1.
Yes, but also you're in a Yisun Shin.
Already, you feel like that's just it. You just have to give all the gold over to this guy.
Yeah, funnel it over to Carl. Pick a fighter.
Fighter for
what
Oheb.
Fighter, but what fighter?
That's right. Ruby might make some sense or
Maybe
better
some
sense here.
nightmares. Damn.
But at the same time, your damage might lack. You need magic damage as well. There's that Farsa.
Yep.
It's still the Ruby.
So they're gonna say go again.
Okay.
Because this is the same picks they had in game 2.
Arey, Nahar is playing solo.
Liquid.
They changed up one.
Why is he playing solo, bro?
Yes. Game 2 rather. So what's Benny to pick? I think they can still afford a fighter, dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say now.
100%.
Because they have a Joy and a Kimmy. That's enough.
Yeah, bro, this meta is about no
Fighter,
MM.
though, is the
Only
big question, and we
EXP.
seem to be running out. A lot of them are banned out
Ruby
already.
is
A little
gold lane.
annoying and risky given the Arlott and the Ruby, but a Cho. I think Benny can still Cho.
And we've seen him be very comfortable on it. So I wouldn't mind seeing that here. Lest they go another great.
Arey, when will
marksman,
that
I don't think they
update
will.
come to
This has to be a
my
fight.
stream? Oh, that
Cho
where your
X-Borg is-
YouTube handle will be seen now
There you go.
instead of
Cho's easier.
me channel name.
It's either
Ciao.
we know TNC now,
you called a lot of these things.
or I'm pretty
Don't
good
worry,
at
I'll
my
play
job.
Ruby Gold
Both
this
can be true.
tonight
Both can be
at rank.
probably true here, Leo. Not gonna lie.
Why is it showing subscriber mode on me? It is because subscriber mode on me, nah.
And they come online when they need
That's
it
right.
to.
Not just because they have a Bane as well. They love picking their Bane. Not just.
All this while, it's just my humble opinion, Liquid feels like they live in the past. Liquid feels like they're trying to correct what happened in game 2 and get a win off of that.
Yeah, they might be trying to answer too much as well against TNC's lineup, which again we've seen in game 2 was gonna be a big mistake, and I hope it doesn't get repeated
I'm
here
not a
because
subscriber.
Although I do like the Hilda. I like the
Hilda's
Hilda
great.
because it's gonna run right into that Joy
Yeah.
and that Kimmy, but
aside from that, like everything else is like
yeah, everything else looks better for TNC.
yeah. So let's see. And Chakno on the Grok feels just so intuitive. It feels so slotted
It's
in.
him. It's him.
Right? You can't go wrong.
And
Lancy should
actually,
not
we
die, ideally.
I asked all the pro players throughout season 16. Half of them said, Grok, who do you think of? First pick, Chaknu.
Groknu. Right there. So, Free Martisi on Lapu Lapu will also just do well against Sanford in general. So let's see.
Yes, watch the match.
Against Sanji too.
Everyone. So that Lapu pick was just really on the dot. Again, they're trying to balance out their magic damage and their physical damage.
Yep.
It works very well. Lapu Lapu is gonna output
And the Cho.
and the Cho.
See, Benny's gonna build this hybrid. And I wouldn't be okay with just calling it a fighter in the gold lane. It's an assassin in the gold lane.
I expect a lot of kills come through earlier on, especially for TNC because of the Cho pick.
Arey, why they are
A
bringing
lot
small
harder for them to
kids,
gank.
man?
Actually, they're the ones who probably gonna do the ganking here.
That's right.
So
Because Carl is still gonna be on farming duty.
Philippines.
That's right. At least for the
Damn.
first
See
5
you and
to
brother
6 minutes.
Not even.
right
I'll say
Figure
Okay.
around 8, 10.
to
I'll
10,
expect you at the right
conservatively
time.
speaking, yeah.
All right.
Because look, what's the power spike you're looking for here? It's gonna mainly come from the Yisun, not the Yisun Shin. It's gonna mainly come from the Farsa.
The
Like that
Farsa.
is initial salvo of damage.
That's it.
And then you transition to maybe good pulls from Oheb, and then that's when Carl comes online.
Oheb is also going to be just relegated to the clearing as well.
Oheb or 40. Oheb or 40, like either way, because we've seen some Arlots go ham.
They're basically on the same role. So
that is TNC. That is what you did to the game.
What?
You changed the game. You put two fighters at
Border
on
Golo.
both ends of the map.
They're so interchangeable and they're just doing the same job. Man, oh man, I am so excited to have some changes with this soon. I hope we get a new hero, maybe Obsidian makes
Oh my God!
Look at that!
That guy brought it back.
That's an OG.
That's the same image from last night.
That's right, exactly. It's crumpled up, so you know they already used it.
That's 2019 Chaknu.
It is 2019 Chaknu though.
He is their patron.
This is the
2019
Drill's
Chaknu.
Master Sergeant you were talking about earlier.
Legend goes. That photo, when he's not bringing it to events like this, stays in his room on a wall,
it's
on a shrine of Chaknu.
It's just up there. It's hanging up there, and everyone's just looking
Gives
at
a little
it.
touch and a kiss before he leaves.
And
every
everyone's
day.
just bowing to it a little bit every time they pass by the hallway.
Look at the team.
Say thank you, Chaknu. Every star they
Chaknu.
get in RGs.
The blessed photo. Or some people would say cursed, but I would say it's blessed.
Who says it's cursed?
Some people do.
They're wrong.
They're all wrong, I know. So we're gonna try to slow it down a little bit. I still heard a little bit of
What?
of a
Don't
low
show
growl
me
when
cringe
everyone banned
faces,
out,
man.
when TLPH banned out the Lunox. I think everyone still wants to see the Lunox here today.
The world now went from laughing at the Lunox to being scared of it.
Just yeah, and all the fans hoping that it also makes an appearance because it's just so scary in the right hands. And
The right
honestly,
hand being Lancey's.
Lancey, exactly. I would love. You know what? Oheb also has like a little bit of a history there.
Don't show
So
me cringe
I would not
faces,
mind
bro.
to see that as well in the hands of TLPH eventually. And Mima, come on, Mima's been here since day one.
अरे हटाओ भाई अरे
Oh, 1v1 battle. Oh,
they were here last night too.
That's right. It's a new challenger, folks.
it's 1-1 bro, it's 1-1.
You know what?
Hello, hi Jay bro, welcome.
Won them last night.
Absolutely.
They would not be able to drop Onyx without the support of their viewers. And look at that!
They had a different representative, and today
TNC 360.
they're wearing the right colors. As
Who
well.
are they? Are they celebrity or what? Like yesterday also, their faces were being shown. Today also, their faces.
I don't think you should do that.
Thank you,
Yes,
guys.
yes. But look at that. We got backup
Mood
here
खराब कर दिया
from
रे.
the multiverse. That's a lot of backup for TNC.
So I was watching Philippines, bro. MPL Philippines, not MPL Thailand.
This is bigger.
Come on.
This is more recent.
नहीं
This is
चाहिए
recency bias.
Yep.
All the way from
Start the match, nah. Start the match.
The nod. Oh damn. Oh damn.
Mood खराब कर दिया तोबा
By
तोबा.
association, Mimadars is allowed to wear that crown.
That is true. So
I so like this, bro.
all of
Like
this, I hope you guys are just
from top.
Carl, that's what I'm saying about
Thank
the
you.
energy
That's
that we get from
1-1,
Phoenix
bro.
Army.
Score 1-1.
It's a lot.
I miss this kind of chaos.
And they have grown. From what I know, from what I have talked to with our Phoenix Army
Yeah, that
friends,
kid looked like oh my
some
Venus.
would say the Phoenix guys.
The Phoenix boys.
The Phoenix boys, according to Chaknu. A lot of them also came from like the Omega fan base. A lot of them are also present here today.
Yeah. So that's what's so cool about
Let's go,
these
Liquid.
fan bases, these communities. Is they're very inclusive. Like you can be part of one,
yes,
and part of the other as well.
Very flexible.
And then you can change the energy you have when you're with different groups.
Yes, because you know, TLPH, they also have a lot of like combined group efforts. Like some of them are from like way back then.
Oh yeah.
From Aurora, from
some
Blacklist.
agents because they followed Oheb.
Oh my Venus, Blacklist International are like not playing how they have left the
not
pro
a fan
scene.
of just one team.
Yep.
At this point,
you can be fans of all the teams,
Yeah,
all
bro.
the players. Like
Being
being an MPLPH superfan is not mutually exclusive.
Hey, what's happening? Is it technical problem or what?
now because they've evolved.
Yes, that's exactly what I am. That's actually what we are.
Man, it is just so nice to
We're
see.
just super fans in suits, man.
Super fans in suits.
Yeah, we're paid to enjoy this game and to share that experience with the
एक
international
हाथ से
audience.
दिल बनाओ.
Obviously, all of that is just culminating to us just enjoying the game later on for sure.
Yeah, a little bit of intellectual banter here and there, you know, like giving some insight.
Yeah.
Guessing some picks here and there, but
and then later, after the cameras turn off, we're all shouting anyway.
Yeah. Blurting out things that can't be on broadcast because of how cool things are.
Yeah, exactly. So overall, everyone here is a super fan, and we have evolved. And
are they wearing uniforms?
Wait, it's a Saturday, isn't it?
Hey, university is that school on weekends.
That is
okay. So she's in class.
Wait a second.
That's a working student.
Literal working student.
She's seated amongst the super fan area.
The super multitask.
Yep.
She's starting, bro.
That's adorable.
That's actually insane. I love it. I love it.
Where were this caliber of esports events when we were in school?
We only had a yellow pad when we were in school, guys. I'm sorry. We didn't have like stuff. We couldn't attend online classes. So it's a big privilege, obviously.
Online classes? What was that? That wasn't a thing. It's either you were in school or you were not.
That's why. That's why now you can kind of just forgive people who are coming into events in uniforms because they probably are multitasking to the maximum level. And there you go with our friends from Infinix.
Hey, even those who make this event possible are having a good time.
That's right.
They're technically working, but also enjoying the show.
That's right. And I think that if you're working right now, you would not be remiss. Your manager would not be so mad if you joined us here, especially if you're working mostly remote. Come on. Maybe
I think some technical problem because match was about to start.
We have a few slots for the finals.
Very little. I think
very little slots.
A majority of the prepaid tickets are sold out.
Yes.
So if there were to be more tickets, keep checking, keep refreshing that website. They would be ad hoc tickets. Like they would have just opened it up because we want super fans to enjoy the grand finals experience.
And I think they're going to open up some areas of this. That's what I heard. I'm not sure.
Oh, final ticket of finals.
We'll accommodate you here.
The finals are being held in Jakarta, na?
Well, honestly, at this point, maybe that area could be
Do you want to predict draft? You sit over here.
We have an extra seat. We literally have an extra seat.
This could be for you.
We're looking for a guest that we could...
Are you a former MPLPH champion? Or player / staff?
Staff would be fine as well.
Be for you.
If you used to write scripts for us, if you used to be on part of the graphics...
There's a good chance that if you were any of the above, we are friends on social media. You can send me a message.
Yes.
The seat could be for you.
We could probably get you right now.
Let me be there. Let me be there. I'm the streamer.
Can we do that?
I don't know.
I don't think we can.
Given 24 hours notice,
we might.
I think some technical issue because match was about to start. It was like
best of 7, so
they were drafting and also, but I think some issue happened.
Because again, we don't know who has momentum. No one has true momentum yet.
We're back on BO5. We're starting in BO5 again.
Win 3, yeah. So they need to win 3 from here. Who would have thought that the defending champions, the defending mid-season cup champions, would be made sweat, at least this early on, in a best of 7 series by TNC?
That's true. I actually expected TNC to kind of pick up after like a 2-0.
Yeah.
That's what they've been known for. You know, Chakmamba right here, he's been known to be one of the super late game players, and now he's transitioned to something definitely better. He's been able to control games with the Grok.
And he got it.
And he got the Grok.
By the way, in case you guys are wondering what the draft looks like before we jump into the game, he has the Grok. There is a Kimmy. There is a
yeah, they have picked, they have drafted, huh? They have drafted, yeah.
And now we're going to be able to see them get back into it.
What they are showing?
Highlight? Why is everyone just... Aren't you guys supposed to be working?
This is a majority of the Filipino broadcast.
Everyone's here, even if they don't.
Oh, they are the broadcasters. They are the casters, Philippine class casters.
Where are you? You should be watching. That's how good it is. People go here even without getting paid. They pay to be here. And that's how good this grand finals or this playoffs is going to be here. So come on in over. Cuneta Astro, it's pretty. It's near the heart of the Manila area.
Yep.
So we're going to do it. We have a few more seconds. Throw it over to our casters right now.
Thanks so
you
much.
Missed, bro. You missed. There were
I love hearing you guys talk, you know? And I'm glad we're jumping into the game.
What a perfect transition.
Hey, what a perfect time to jump into game 3. If you're just joining us again, we took a little bit longer to get into this game, and here's a little refresh of the
Bugeda is
draft,
there
the
for
emblem.
casting.
But yeah, I think this is a big one. After TNC took game 2, they get some very comfort picks here, Redmar.
Yeah, Benny Cutie on the Assassin Emblem show still has the concussive blast, but this is going to be the one that builds BOD, if I'm not mistaken, by the 3rd item. So this is going to be damage, you're going to be hunting. Chaknu can still play the traditional roamer. He's going to be changing things up with 3mar in terms of who's going to be holding the front. But this Ruby in game number 3 fares better than the Ruby in game number 2, because now your Don't Run Wolf King actually does more up against the Cho and the Joy. It doesn't do that much though up against the Lapu Lapu and Grok, so it's up to the timing of Oheb. But Sanji, oh my goodness!
Oh, he's gonna pop the Purify though.
Okay.
So early on damage.
Yeah.
Early on pressure from TNC. I think that's the other thing is like how well Oheb's able to utilize this Ruby pick, but also I feel like Joy just hasn't done too well, you know? We've only seen it a couple times so far in the playoffs, and it is now in the hands of Zyda. We'll see if this time around he's able to kind of break that mold on how Joys have been performing.
Especially now that our panelists have also highlighted the presence of a Hilda being a really great option against this lineup, because you could see it right now. JP just trying to always be in front of their faces, and now they get first blood onto 3mar. Zyda will fall next. And that's where you see how effective the Hilda is.
Yeah, and the final slash of Sanford on the money yet again. Perfect initiation by the
Yeah,
Harlock,
PS
the
Go,
signature
bro.
pick of 40.
What is GC?
There's something about the Joy, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just too squishy right now with the current meta, but Zyda got deleted. And I feel like, you know, playing against a final slash and even to a sense, a lot of the crowd control that's going to come out from this lineup for Tlph is going to be a problem that TNC is constantly facing throughout this game. Look what's happening here too. Benny Cutie will go ahead and deal with JP. They wanted to go ahead and try to secure this purple buff, keep it safe. You can see where Zyda's positioning is too, and how they're going to rotate.
As we saw in the last fight, the Arlott is going to be the X-Factor pick here.
Why
Yes,
would
crushes
Sanji
on
use
the
Hayabusa,
Oheb Ruby,
bro?
but definitely how Sanford interplays with Carl
He's
Tees. He was actually
mid-
perfect
he's a
in the
mid
last
laner.
sequence because they were able to use the turtle shift as well. Zyda, I wonder if he knows just how threatened his orange buff is. Chakra for the help.
Chaknu just wanted to block them. He just wanted to help Zyda because you could feel the threat of Liquid coming not just from JP now. It's from every single member who tries to scout him. And even just as he wanted to transition to the purple, that's where JP comes back in. This is Liquid starting off the game the way they want to. A free objective, no kills whatsoever on either of their sides, and both being very stable and efficient.
And you're seeing how much work is needing to be done though to help Zyda right now. You can't be in a position where you fall too far behind against the YSS in the hands of Carl Teasy. Sanji?
Sanji gets caught here. Chaknu won't use any other resource. And he flies away.
Actually good that he didn't commit the tech charge there, though he could have. The fact that Sanji still has Purify means it would have been a wasted ultimate.
I don't know, like, but I think he have Q on. He came once.
Yep.
It's something about this Joy, man. I mean, you can't even get away from an Arlott in the hands of Sanford, and next thing you know, you're dead. And look at this. I mean, he's just got a Fury Hammer for the most part, man. Like, and that's enough to just tear through the Joy.
JP's Hilda as well, doing things that he was known for, made a name for himself at in MSC 2025. TNC, though, still healthy enough, but let's see just how heavily they'll commit. They need to find the Arlott first. Chaknu gets to spot Sanford.
Yep, now they find him. Raven Spider 2 committed on the Arlott. He'll have to run away. Thank you! 3mar actually picks up the kill. Will the other members of TNC follow up? They get to zone Liquid well enough.
Yeah, condition check. They found Sanford. I don't think Sanford wanted to step out of that bush. He wanted to make the most out of his position there, but he stepped out for a moment. And Benny Cutie actually threatened Oheb, which meant that Oheb had to use his flicker to get out of there. Lancey!
Lancey will be
bang!
The concussive blast was enough, and the flicker from JP. But 3mar, with such great precision too, catches up.
Fancy moves from JP, but but not enough to get away. Still, though, he gets a kill. That's great for him. Again, this
Bangalore.
roamer, anytime you end up getting a kill,
Yeah,
a
maybe
roam,
that.
especially in the hands of a Hilda, one of the most annoying roams to deal with, that gives you a little bit of an advantage here to work around. It slows down Lancey. I mean, he even used up his Purify earlier on too, so now he's even more susceptible.
Yeah, you see, Zyda just built up the tough boots, and he really needs that with all the crowd control that Team Liquid keeps throwing at him. Probably would have thought, hey, maybe Warrior Boots would have been good for him because all of the physical damage is what's actually messing up this Joy. But the crowd control is what he needs to get rid of the most, because there's a chance he'll be able to, once he has his items, yes, he'll get out of the crowd control much quicker, then he'll just regain the life that he lost.
Oh, don't run Wolf King. Not allowing Benny Cutie to pull off the full combo, and they might actually get to defend this. Look at Oheb.
I gotta say, trying to...
Okay, maybe you can make Zyda. He just wanted to defend. Chaknu here as well, but they won't even pay attention to him as much, or maybe they will, because they force out the tech charge.
I want to say two things real quick.
Okay.
It's so hard to gank a Ruby on the turret. Oh, there's a kick. They do get the Purify out. All right, hold on. And the last thought there was, man, again, Joy. Zyda has been shut down.
Okay, and Sanford might get shut down too.
All the crowd control in the game, putting in the work. Sansan putting in the work. Sanford, again, now this time, he didn't show himself out of that bush. He waited, as Carl TZ and Sanji were the ones pushing the turret. He waited for the eventual defense of TNC, which is why they were able to get a kill.
Oh, Chaknu? Is he going to be targeted? What a sidestep! And he actually gets to catch multiple members, 3-mar with follow-up 2. He's going to go after Carl. Feathered airstrike from that reposition on Sanji. But TNC will get this objective.
Oh, wow, Chaknu using the flicker to change the trajectory of the tech charge to knock 3 members of Liquid up, showing why our guest in the Filipino broadcast panel just a few days ago, Fuego, one of the most well-known content creators in the Mlbb space, why he saw Chaknu. Wait.
Whoa.
I did not expect that.
That was a grab if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, that was Oheb and Carl TZ linking up, and Benny Cutie just out of the timing. He thought that he'd be able to contest that without a problem, but then Baby Cakes was ready.
Yeah, because that was a Jeet Kundo that he used, but he just timed the I'm offended so well that they were able to catch him, and now 3-mar, he's trying to take on Baby Cakes. He brings them down to at least half HP, but not entirely something or...
Hey, who is Baby Cakes?
Take a kill, right?
3-mar wanted to fight that. At least he keeps the turret up, but I think it's
Nah, not
eventually gonna put
Falcons.
in
It
here.
is
JP
Team
cutting
TNC.
off that side too. Itemization-wise, you can see TNC is rather behind. They need to catch up here.
Liquid, significant lead. No clearly up the gold laners. Has 700, 800 floating, 500 between the 2 mid laners. It's Zyda who's suffering the most. Of course, with the 3 deaths, we saw the difficulty he had. Good stun by Carl TZ, forcing back 3-mar. And now TT Pro Team really have to play for their Joy. They need this Joy online and good to go.
Betty knows 2 members. Way of the Dragon already committed. Tech charge 2. It still catches JP, but Oheb will go back. He doesn't catch anyone with the I'm offended, but oh my goodness, Sanford. He still finds a target. Sanji there too, but Zyda and Benny are after him. He still has the wings by wings, and now they change targets onto 3-mar. He might not actually last, and that's a mega kill for Carl TZ.
I look like an overcommittal there. I was surprised that Chapman committed the tech charge. I thought after JP was able to get away that they just let him go already. But since Chapman used the tech charge, Liquid just comfortably fought after that.
Chaknu trying to keep that holy shield up. He gets pulled.
They bring them back in. He still gets to walk away, but Benny Cutie has a way of the dragon, uses it on Sanford, but Oheb picks up the kill.
Oheb has not stopped emoting for the past 2 minutes, and they will get Chaknu as well. Man, Tlph. At this point, they're playing with TNC.
3-mar using the bravest fighter. Oheb all alone because Sanji has the wings by wings out. But he's still not stopping the recalls.
Oh, man.
Oheb knows. Oheb knows just how much in the lead they are. JP and Sanji together have just put so much pressure in the center of the map that it translated everywhere. Carl TZ was free to farm. Zyda was definitely not free to farm. While Sanji, JP, and even Sanford eventually, once he started getting out of lane, recovering a lot of the entry points of TNC Pro Team. Look at where the Arlot is now. Still only just a Fury Hammer, but the damage that he's dealing is insane. Oracle, Radiant Armor to help with the magic damage, or even more, Team Liquid Philippines have built items so that even when Zyda with a Holy Crystal is still going to be thinking, why is my damage not enough? Unless it's actually the Farsa that he finds. But with the presence of the Ruby now who's out of lane and confidently TPing on them, not much of the Joy can do once Oheb gets a spot onto the Joy.
Yeah, that's really a problem here is, you know, this time around when that Ruby got picked up, it was like, all right, you look at the lineup TNC has, that Ruby's going to be much more devastating to deal with than in the previous game, and that's exactly what's happening here for TNC. Facing this.
Oh.
A four-man final slash from Sanford, picking up 2 kills even before the Lord gets to march in.
That was a good set by Sanford, bro.
Now it's just Chapnu and 3 Mar on the defense.
Oh, it's looking grim here. Chapnu, he's facing the Stampede.
What can they do to prevent the Stampede? They'll tank everything, and they'll end game number 3.
That wasn't a final slash.
That was a good one, the last moment
Coming
slash.
out of the bush, utilizing the conceal. Perfect setup by the Apex Predator.
Whether it was the Ruby, the Arlot, everything was a problem for TNC in that one. We're going to have to throw it over to the panel to have them break down game 3.
This is what we're talking about, guys. When we say you can get stampeded by Team Liquid, it's this fast. 11 minutes, 12 minutes, it ain't even a thing. They get the win, and they get over TNC in the crucial.
I think the key to Liquid success in game number 3 is the fact that they knew what they were trying to do before the game even began. What I'm trying to say is, it's an execution diff.
Execution diff.
TNC, their draft was sound going into game number 3, but parts of this game, again, it was very quick, so all the more it was easier to punish. It seemed like they weren't talking. It seemed like a lot of communication was suffering, and guess what? Who best to sacrifice and to get in there and make you remember that, hey, you're fighting us, you're fighting the MSC champions, you're fighting the defending champions. 40, the Apex Predator, oh my god. I did tell you, before even Carl DZ goes online with the Eason Shin, it's one of 2 heroes that'll help him ramp up and get there. Not the
Bro, you know what, guys? I think I'll end the stream.
That's right.
I'm not feeling good, like you guys already know.
That's how strong.
I don't think I'll be able
to. I'm sorry.
Was that right? Was that too much? All right. So Sanford,
Wow,
obviously,
wow,
I think he was also MVP in game 1.
We need to search for that, Glorious.
I think he was. He was also on the Lapu Lapu back then. So right here, obviously, so many things just went right for TL and TNC. They were having a hard time connecting with each other across the map.
Yep, I like to think it wasn't just purely because of 40, not to, you know, downplay how good he was in this game, but there were so many things happening on the map, and I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
I just
bro.
stumbled into the right words. JP running into dude, Sanji, feather airstriking, Oheb single-handedly.
I'll watch the match later.
That final sequence, I'm not sure if we'll see it now.
Yeah, bro. They are the one who changed the meta, you know. Like we play our own meta. We play what it is given by Mobile Legends, okay, ML. But they are the one who changed the meta, and oh, it's like this, and then people start to adapt that. It's just like the same.
Stuff like this should not happen, especially in the highest level of play.
Yeah, so is it task saturation that they got distracted and they did not make the right call and the right mechanical decision to flicker on out or dash through, or did they dash into it not thinking that this was possible? Again,
Okay, bye-bye, guys. I'll be ending now. Yo, handsome but Bihari.
That these things from our perspective, look like easy mistakes.
This was a good one. That was a good one.
Again, this is high pressure situations. That, oh my god, that happened so fast.
I would have to give it to them, right? I would have to give them benefit of the doubt. Yes, you're still human. You still have to react to it the way you're presenting.
Yeah.
But TLPH is presenting it in a way that's almost impossible to react to.
Yep. On so many different
Ending because I'm not feeling good and I want to sleep, man. I literally want to sleep.
Inevitable. It was a stampede that we saw coming as soon as the 3-minute, 4-minute mark came around.
Around that time.
At that point, you knew that, okay, TNC are getting good timings on Lords, maybe turtles here and there, but they got a majority of turtles. But they came in very expensive to very little payoff. So I think that's the problem here. 3mar overextended himself like he was doing good to try and buy back a little bit of the early to mid when Liquid was running through him, but that aside.
Okay guys, I'll be ending. Okay, bye bye. See you guys. I'll try to stream early later. Yeah, I'll try to stream early at night.
That's right. In
bro.
those scenarios, is Zyda and Lancy actually equipped? Because Zyda, he was having a hard time already in the early game. He was
so I'll try to stream early, late.
He was not really ready to fully commit, lest he
night.
be
I'll try
taken
to
out
stream
again
early
and again, starting a snowball for heroes like Carl Teasy's Wise Nissan.
Okay, bye bye guys. See you everyone. Thank you for being still here.
Right there.
I'll carry you to glory. Nah, bro, I don't need you guys to carry me to glory. I carried you guys, nah. So yeah, bro, I'll reach glory on my own. I carry everyone. See, even Spiky reached glory. Even Bihari reached glory. Bihari though didn't play that much, but you guys already were playing with me only.
One for the other, respective.
Yeah, guys, at night stream, yeah, this sort of. Why is it like this? Why? Who's stopping you, bro?
Like it made sense. It looked
Who's stopping you?
Sanford, JP, Ohim, all of those stop Benny. It's cold in his tracks, and that's why this show never really took off.
Oh, if I do this, then it will be stopped.
Speaking of Benny, I think that's also one of their TLP's
The
weapons,
museum,
right?
I can
The
say that
range.
not
the
mute.
massive range when Farsa starts
I'll be
that feathered
ending now.
airstrike, people just start scrambling. They have no choice but to scramble away instead of scrambling towards the Farsa, because then again they were undergunned. That is a big problem. For Carl Teasy though, he is going to be beefy Irish guy. This is the Yi Sun Shin that we were talking about for a majority of the pre-show.
Carry? How Carry is from the TNC?
And when it did happen, look at the game time, right? 11 minutes.
Oh, the Carry is the damage dealt. Oh,
this is close to as high as it gets post Project Next. But something to note, the carry, it's 3mar. It's an XP laner. So that shows how heavy of the early to mid transition was for him and how hard he was really working to try and get TNC to fighting form. I'm not saying that the rest of TNC were useless. I'm not saying that they all totally stumbled. It's just that 3mar was the only one who could do his job right.
It feels like, yeah, it feels like he's like the core now.
Yeah, so
look at me, I'm the core now.
Execution-wise, like they couldn't get up that step ladder.
Yeah. And basically they were scrambling to get resources. And their cores, their carries in that game for TNC.
Yeah, okay guys, I'll end, okay? I'll try to stream early, like from 7 or...
Yeah, this wasn't much of a problem because again, both teams looked like they were looking back at older drafts.
Yeah.
They were both going back respectively to Game 2 and Game 1, Liquid and TNC. But the problem for TNC was Joy is already kind of a problematic jungler in the current meta game, so they were already coming in half cocked.
It feels like you pick Joy when you don't really have that much of a choice anymore.
Yes, so this time, Liquid forcing or trapping Zyda into that seems to have worked out. It was that or the Hayabusa.
Yeah, I'll try to stream early, okay? Let me end, guys.
Sorry, this is a redo of the bans from earlier, right?
Yes, yeah. So the Hayabusa was open.